I was fortunate today. I woke up and, of course, Doug was gone. Is this two filters or? Doug was gone and there was a little teeny human laying beside me. So, Aaron was in bed with me, and that meant that I got to sleep in. So I was like, oh yes, Jack's still asleep too then. And I guess it was because he was in the bed with me and Jack had his bed all to himself, that they slept really late. What time is it even? It's 11:54. I've been up for about an hour. Just, like, okay, everybody get on your chore. Because, with the whole isolation thing, it's, the kids have to, they still need, they need structure. So they need to do chores because they're certainly here to help tear up more often than they normally would be in school, So they're like, okay, they're so good. I mean, they're like so freaking helpful. Put my stuff back up. My disorganization. It's coming along though. It's coming along. Because I got my spices all up. I got this really cool expandable spice rack. See? It slides open. It gets really wide. I love that thing. And I got it, because me with my thriftiness. I got it from the thrift store. And I think I paid $3 for it. Love that thing. When I get done with this place a little bit more, because we're still, it's a work in progress, I'm going to do a tour of everything. What you need, bud? A hot cheese sandwich? Yeah. Go ahead. You can do it. Toaster is, I'll have to get it. It's too high. You can't reach it. So I got the boys doing their chores, which is basically because they spend all their time in the living room. I let them have free range and they do what they want as far as like playing and pulling out toys and having their snacks. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, you can pick all this shit up now. So,
yep, so we're sweeping stuff.
He says they're sweeping and stuff. You can speak on the, honey, you can speak on the camera. You just can't be on the camera. You can come over to this side if you want. Okay, so they can hear you. You're gonna, okay.
If I go to that side, I go down.
If you go to that side, they might see you over there. See,
I have to crawl.
You have to crawl. No, it's up pretty high. So, let's start coffee. Yes.
After you start coffee, you gotta get that toaster.
Oh yeah, the toaster. My vintage toaster. I love my vintage toaster. When I found this at the thrift store, I was in absolute heaven. This thing looked like it had never been used. Of course, now it looks like it's ready for the trash pile.
String cheese with it.
A string cheese with a cheese sandwich? Yeah, let's not go there.
No, I'm not going to put string cheese on the sandwich. I just want to see.
Jack, you got to ease up on the cheese and the carbs, kid. Seriously.
I didn't get string cheese yesterday. So, can I get one today?
Can you just eat your hot cheese sandwich first?
Yeah, then after that I do string cheese.
In a little bit, yeah. Don't keep trying to eat back to back. They were trying to eat out of boredom. These kids are just, you got it? Okay. These kids are just trying to eat because they're bored out of their friggin' minds. But they start their lessons today. We have to do some lessons out of their packet.
I forgot something we had.
What?
Saltines.
You want saltines and toast?
Yeah.
Come on, Jack.
Saltines, a little bit saltines.
This kid and his carbs, I swear.
Okay, don't put saltines on the sandwich.
I know, not putting the saltines on. Jack, stop. Seriously, quit it. All right, there. I started it for you. There.
And I got to find the cheese first, if I can.
You got a what?
Find the cheese first, if I can.
The cheese what?
Cheese. Like a, I
Oh,
need a slice of cheese.
Y'all made it all? There you go. Got to take a fresh pack out.
Huh. Huh,
What?
There's still a string of it.
I can't hear you.
You have a pickle?
A pickle?
Yeah. There's still two.
Yeah.
Let's see where they are.
I'm gonna put y'all there for a minute.
See, there's still two more packs. Can be in there.
You can have it later, okay?
Okay. After my chips, I mean my saltines, say a little avocado. Yeah, you have avocado pickles? I don't want that now. I only know where pickles are either.
Where's the pickle jar? Right there. There's the pickle jar down there.
Okay. And then this built in.
Don't drop it.
When do we get this built in?
Pop Pop built it in yesterday.
Oh, it's really pretty.
It's our spice rack.
Yeah, I thought it's supposed to have like a trash can inside of it.
No, some of them do.
Yeah.
This one does not.
Okay.
So,
So you put like sauces in it and stuff?
how do you turn the camera around? I was going to show everybody this spice rack thing that we were gifted. It is like a $400 spice drawer, like cabinet. And this man had his a kitchen redone in a home him and his wife bought. And when they ordered all their cabinetry from Wayfair and from another company, I can't remember the name of it, he said some of it came with little issues with the design. I mean, so minor. But for what they paid, you know, they wanted it exact. So the company told them just to keep what they had to replace because it would cost them too much, you know, in return in stock fees. And just they'd send him the new one. So he gave it to me. He took them up to the thrift store, and the thrift store said they couldn't take them. They don't do cabinetry. And then as far as this one cabinet he had, it wasn't assembled. It was still unassembled in the packaging. And they said, yeah, if it's not assembled, we can't take it. So he ended up with a pickup truck full of cabinetry and stuff that was brand new, still in the box. And he couldn't get rid of it. And I said, do you want to sell it? I was like, because, you know, we could use some cabinetry where I'm at. And I kind of gave him a quick story. We went from an RV to a mobile home, and we gutted it because it needed redoing. It was kind of out of date. And he went, you can just have them. I said, are you sure? Because that's a lot of nice cabinetry. He said, if I didn't give them to you, to the thrift store, I was going to throw them away. I was like, yeah, I'll take them. So, yes. And, Jack, I don't have any more sliced cheese in the fridge. It's all in the freezer. Y'all ate that sliced cheese really, really quickly, and...
So we only have one churches.
Bean is messaging me. I should have told her I was going to do a stream because she doesn't know. Apparently she's not getting the notifications still. So, I'm going to show y'all that cabinet anyway. Let me move that so y'all don't see the boys. Okay. There we go.
Because we don't have clothes on.
Well, you shouldn't be on my stream.
I like that new,
It says Dog Mom.
yeah.
Ollie gave me that. Wasn't that nice of her?
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
I'll be right with y'all. I gotta get a, where's my Windex? Here it is. Chasing my Windex around. Ugh. Windex, Lysol, coronavirus life, you know? Alright. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, the cabinetry. I'm going to show it to y'all. Because it is sweet. It won't match anything else that I've got, but it'll definitely do for now until we get the cabinetry that we want. Which we were planning to purchase piecemeal. We're not going to get it all at one time. I got to clean up my toaster before I can put it away. And it's hot. How do I turn this around so that I can aim the thing the other way? I don't know how to do that. Oh yeah, okay. So, this is my vintage toaster. Flippin', of course, you know, we get it and this happens. Flippin' love this machine. Love this machine. This thing is badass. The cord on it, you could hang yourself on this damn cord. This cord is so long. You don't see that anymore. So, I'm loving that. Like, loving. Set that to the side over there till it cools off. But, let me see. Oh, the cabinet. This thing is awesome. See, this cabinet pulls out for storage. This is like $400 for this one. And we, being patient and being on a dime and being a thrifty life family, we're fortunate. I mean, you come across things right there like that. You know, we were dropping off a bunch of crystalware that we don't use. We don't use those fluted glasses and all that stuff. But a thrift store closed right up the road here. And when they sold everything didn't sell. And they threw a lot of stuff out. And when they threw out these boxes, you could see it was good stuff. Everybody went and picked through everything. I didn't go over there. But when it was over with, like 3 days had passed, and here were these boxes and boxes of crystal. And I told Doug, I was like, this shit shouldn't just be in the trash. It's beautiful, and it's old. Some of it still had the maker's sticker, you know. And he said, you wanna take them? I was like, I do. I want to donate them. I don't want to see them go in the trash. So we loaded up the car with them and took them up there. It was a week after we took them up there, and from it I took some stuff for me. I took these salt and pepper shakers. These are really old, and I took vases. Where are my vases? Hold on, I'll show you. I took the vases, but we were up there donating that at the little donation door when that guy pulled up. Super nice man. Wait a minute. Some of it's not old. Some of this stuff is not old. Okay, this is all my goodies. That's my father-in-law right there. This is what you get when you get a portion of somebody. Their ashes, you get a small urn, and that's him. Okay, so we got this, which is old, and it's from West Germany. And we got this one for like a bud, because Jack's always picking me flowers like one at a time. So, and this is Mikasa, so it's not old. But how cool is that? Isn't that cool? And it works. Love that little thing. It's old too. So anyway, I got that from the thrift store, West Germany as well. This is like $60 online. This is a sweet piece right here. It's called no, it's not Lavaware. This is Lavaware. It's got this really, son of a bitch, I almost did it. It's got this rough fill in here, but these are smooth. Anyway, and this is like $80. This sells for like $80. I paid $3 for this one, and I paid $3 for that one. Damn it. Focus. Okay. And I got this little mouse only because I think I got the tag still on that, sweetie. 99¢. It was reg tag day, so I paid 50 cents. But I got this mouse because I love rodents, and he has a little chip right there. His ear's chipped. So he's flawed. So I knew nobody would want him, and so I took him. I got this sweetie here. I love elephants. And there's a baby elephant inside. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. And that, awesome. I think I've shown that before. My manatee. I got that one 2 weeks ago. Maybe, well, no, it's been about maybe 3 weeks ago. How pretty is that? Very well made. I haven't found that one online yet, but there's value to all of this stuff that I have sitting here. Oh, here's the other vase that I got. This is also Mikasa. This is the Mikasa right here, see? It's nice, little vase. So when spring finally fully springs, when the boys are bringing me flowers, Jack is the big one for bringing them. This thing is heavy as hell. I'll have vases to put my shit in, don't you know? So.
And we always show you 3-leaf clovers.
Oh yeah, and he brings me 3-leaf clovers because he can't find any 4. Ow! What was I getting at? I was telling y'all something. I don't remember now. Uh-oh, the new cat and the old cats are not best buddies. Who'd have thunk, right? So who's in here? Anybody in here want to talk? Or is everybody just, you know... Alright. My coffee's almost done. I gotta move my bananas out of the way. Oh, let me show y'all my utility area that Doug built. I designed it and I was like, here's the drawing, this is where I want it, and I measured it out on the floor and I put my little spots there. And I was like, oh, let me show you the other cabinet we got from that dude too. The one that he had to put together. Y'all move, I gotta put this. Go over there. Thank you. I gotta show this right here. Okay. This thing is sweet. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Somebody just sent me a message. Okay. So, that's the cat. This thing is big. This thing goes up to my hip. Doug just finished putting it together last night. It came from Wayfair. It said on the box. And I've just got like some really nice cookware and things that I like that we're going to put in it. It's here for now in the walkway because there's really nowhere to put it. How pretty is that shit right there for free? And I looked at it online. It's like $200, $150 to $200 depending. The only thing that was wrong with it, are y'all ready for this shit? Look here. There's a chip right there on this back panel. That's what was wrong with it. But again, when you pay for it, you want what you paid for. So I totally get it. Jack, sit down and be a good boy. So none of this was here. There was no wall between. They've seen it. Trying to keep Jack out of it. See, the living room is in there. And then my kitchen is, right here. Okay, there was no wall there, none. So we built the wall. Well, he did. I designed this whole thing. And then we have this here, and I'll tell you why that's like that in a second. And then, of course, my washer and dryer area. And my new washer, sweet. I really need to put some clothes in there. I got a few more clothes to put in. As you can see, still unfinished, but we're working on it. It's all coming along. Let's see. This will be the pantry. That's deeper. That's not very deep, but it goes back farther than you think. See, this goes way back, but it stops here. And the reason is I wanted him to put a wall here. We're going to have shelves through. The shelves all the way down for food. We can adjust. We got to get the kit for that. And down here we can put some totes. We can put one toter, one good size one for Doug's tools. We don't have a shed or a building here. So I said put a spot down below. You can slide your tools in there. It's going to have a door. That's going to have a door. Up here, there's room for 2 totes. for storage. It will also have a door. This will also have a door. And the reason that I put that half wall here is because I don't want to waste any space. And okay, so here's where it's at, see? The half wall. And when you come back through here, that wall's right about here. So all this from here to here, there's going to be a door here, all the way down, a thin door. And that will be where we keep our mop, broom, mop bucket. There'll be hooks there to hang like extra stuff, whatever, dustpan, a shelf for cleaning supplies. So every inch of space is utilized. We didn't need a really deep pantry because things get lost. If your pantry's too deep like that, you lose shit. You can't. That's what happened in the RV. We had a really skinny, really deep area, and we would lose shit back there. You can't reach it. It's too far back. It was a very dumb design. So I never wanted to do that again. So yeah, we're using like every bit of space. Every bit of the space will be utilized. Nothing will go to waste. Hey, Mama. We'll probably also put a second shelf up here. This shelf is temporary. We're going to get the correct type. We're going to get the wire ones for there and there for extra storage, you know. So I'm just excited. I'm so excited. We're getting shit done around here a little bit at a time, and every time we do something big and impactful like that freaking wall and utility area, I'm over the freaking moon. I'm just so happy. There's nothing like seeing your creation evolve into what you wanted it to be. I need my coffee. Okay, let's go get my coffee cup. Come with. There you go. This is the minimalist life we live. I got rid of everything except for 8. We had 4, but then we upped it because I liked these, so I added these. We have 4 bowls. We have 8 plates. We have a bunch of these. Everyone has one of these of their own with the lid. I just try to keep it, you know, everything very streamlined and very intentionally specific. Everything, like if I have something that's it's something I have to have, essential, like a coffee container, I make sure that it also doubles, and it's like if it's going to be in the open, I make sure it doubles as decorative as well, you know. Like this is my coffee container and I wanted a pretty one. I could have gone to the Dollar Tree and got a plastic one and it had done the job, but these are pretty and they were from the thrift store and they were super cheap, and this is my coffee and this is my sugar and I love it. But after being in the RV for 2 years, you learn to appreciate space and don't fill it. Every space doesn't have to be filled. When I walk into a house and every inch of wall has something hanging on it, I feel like I can't breathe. It's absolutely anxiety inducing. I'm like, get me out of here now. Is this someone's house or a flippin' museum? What, buddy? All right, Jack, you're going to push my buttons today.
I was done with my hot cheese sandwich.
Bring it here. This child loves carbs.
Cheeks.
He'll even tell you. What do you love, Jack? Carbs. He loves bread. If it's bread and cheese. Bread and cheese. But he's got a really high metabolism. He's very small. He's tiny, frame-wise, like his father was, or is. And he's thin. His father was like, to this day. Even before his dad was a junkie. He was tiny. I've got pictures of him, super small, and Jack's just like him. So, and I remember James would eat hand over fist, just eat. The dude could put down 2 meals. Right, if a 6'4" if a 6'4" man, 350 pounds, eats a meal, James could eat it 2 times. It didn't make any sense to me. I used to think he's just a gluttonous, greedy pig, right? And then after Jack, comes along and I start seeing the same thing in Jack, I was like, my God, James's metabolism must have been hell for him to deal with, where you're constantly wanting food and specific foods. I mean, Jack's body is constantly telling him what he wants. It's always breads, pastas, not as much pastas as I would expect, but breads. If it's bread, if it's a biscuit, say we go out to KFC. He's not asking for your chicken. He's not asking for your mac and cheese or your cookie. He wants your fucking biscuit. He wants your biscuit. It's like, kid, are you crazy? What are you doing? You just had 2 biscuits, 2 pieces of chicken, some French fries, and some mac and cheese. He was like, I just want your biscuit. Like, Lord have mercy. This kid, he is something. Hi, Bean. I have a horror connection. It keeps buffering. Oh, I'm sorry. You just typed it twice, babe. You did. My coffee cup is permanently stained with the smell of hazelnut. They're all out of the big ones. I got the big giant one in French vanilla, but they don't have any hazel. They're out of everything. People are gluttons. So I did get 60 eggs. So I'm going to be boiling some eggs today. I'm going to be making boiled eggs so that the kids can either eat eggs this week, because they like to eat hard-boiled eggs. The kids are, I'm lucky, they're healthy. They're health oriented. They like healthy foods, except for Jack and his obsessive bread disorder. And then later in the week, if I need to, I can crack some of those eggs and I can make egg salad for sandwiches. We're getting very creative with them being home like this. The bus still comes every day at 11:45, I think. Anyway, and they could go out there and get their bag, with their sandwich and their fruit, their vegetable. It's the balanced meal the school requires, and the school is still required to provide that, which I didn't realize. But yeah, and it just helps out. There's a lot of kids out there that breakfast, the meals they eat at school are the only meals they get for the whole day. You know what I'm saying? I have a horror connection. You just said it again. Okay. So that's like their only 2 meals of the day. Some kids just can't, their families don't have food at home. And people don't realize that's a real thing. And the reason that they don't realize it is because it's not something you talk about. You don't go around and go, yeah, my kids go to school every day, even if they don't feel good, so they can eat. People don't do that. We don't have any food at home. People don't talk about it, so it's something that kind of gets brushed aside and it doesn't come to mind. But when I was in school, when I was a kid, I remembered these twins that I went to school with. They were black, and their names were Demetrius and Demetria. What?
Can I do my schoolwork now, Nina?
Can you give me a minute? Yeah, I'm still getting my stuff going here. We can do it tonight if we want, honey. It's not a lot of work. It's just one little bit of work. It doesn't matter if we do it now or tonight, as long as you get it done.
Okay.
Okay. But I got to school early one day, and I do not remember for the life of me, and I was probably 3rd grade. I don't remember why I was at school so early, but I went to Highland Biltmore Elementary, and that's in Virginia, by the way, and they said their mama was gone. We were just hanging out at the school waiting for school to start, and they said their mom had already gone to work, and they were hungry. So I remember the sister saying, Demetrius, you're going to get in trouble. Mama's going to get mad. He was like, I'm hungry. And then he goes, all right, I got to go to the bathroom. He was embarrassed. He didn't want to say he had to go to the bathroom. So they asked me to go with them. Well, they lived right next door to the school. There was a two-way Anyway, it was the road beside the school. They lived right on the other side of it. And it was called Fairwood Homes. It was like subsidized housing. So we walked over there. I'll never forget that day. That was a very adventurous day. I don't even know why it stuck out in my mind, but we went looking for crawdads. They said, "You want crawdads?" I said, "What's a crawdad?" And they went down in the ditch. The ditch was huge in this ditch. And they started pulling out freaking crawdads. And I went, "Oh my God. Yeah, we cook them and eat them." I'm like, "What?" I mean, because I lived in a city. And now that I look back on it, that's a country thing. And now I also know it's a poor thing. It's a poverty thing. And I found out a lot of the people in Fairwood Homes, the older folks, they were getting their kids and their grandkids to go get those crawdads out of there. And they were cooking them. They were little. They weren't even that big. But anyway, so we go to their house. He climbs through the window. We go inside. She's looking through the cabinets. And while he's in the bathroom, and I'm just looking around like, there's nothing in these cabinets. I was freaked out. I was like, "Where's y'all's food?" And they said, we don't have any. And I felt really, well, as a third grader, I felt embarrassed for them. I wasn't laughing. My heart felt embarrassed for them. And I was like, I don't want them to feel embarrassed. So I just played it off and went, "Oh, okay." But inside I was like, "I want to feed you." I was like, I don't ever want to have to know what that's like. I mean, I grew up in a house where my parents owned a grocery store, and well, they had a grocery store for about, and I'm going to get this wrong because I was so small when they had it. Must have been 3 years. So we always had food, because when they got in the food, if it was broken or busted or ripped or whatever, the case got crushed. We ended up with tons of cereal, canned goods. So I never knew what that was like. We had tons of food, and it just felt bad to me. But I always remembered them, and I remember thinking, that's why they come in here and get breakfast every day, because I didn't know any other kids who did that. Well, after that day, I noticed a lot more kids come into school specifically early to eat. And I never did the breakfast in the morning thing. I didn't even know it was a thing until third grade. I thought it ended in elementary school, but then I realized they had it for middle school, junior high, So when all this stuff happened with the isolation and shutting the schools, my very first thought about the schools was, I really hope somebody's going to start something to feed these boys and girls that those 2 meals a day are all they get. That's all they get. And then it was about 3 days after that, they did a news thing and said that they were doing this program where the buses would come and park at the bus stops, at each bus stop. And if you didn't live near the bus stop, you could just walk there to the bus. Everyone found out, online where the stop would be at if you didn't ride the bus on the average. Yesterday we went to get their packets, and it was also at the same time there were kids coming up there to get their food. And we got their packets, and since we were already there, they were like, "Can we get our lunch?" They thought they were going to get a tray, I think. I went, "Yeah, I don't care." So we walked around to the back, and she was like, "Chocolate or white?" So they got the chocolate milk, and she handed them their bag of the vegetables, fruits, and cheeses, and their sandwich, and told them, "Have a good day." And I realized that a lot of those kids were coming up there because those were those kids, the ones that were coming. That was their lunch. That was their breakfast. That was their food for the day. And I was glad to see that they did that. The boys didn't even ask to go up there today. They weren't impressed. I think they thought they were going to get a tray, like at school. It's like, it's going to be a different meal. I told them, I don't think it's going to be the same thing as like in school, sweetie. There's no way it can be. At school, you get a lot of cooked food, But You had a certain amount of coolers in the back of a air-conditioned school bus. I still think it's cool. So you're like, oh my God, look above my head. Cereal, 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 and cereal. I've got a little bit of cereal. I got into a fender bender in the car. Bean! Sit down. Did you get your cast off? Well, how do you feel? Is it good? I know you're going to be sore though. I gotta start my washer. Yeah, I got a sweet ass deal on that too, y'all. This washer is like $750 retail. You can buy it right now, this very same one. But they're on sale a lot now. It is the WTW 5000 DW1. And it retails at the Lowe's right here by me for like 700 and something, like 729 or 7 something. Put these clothes in. It's one of those ones that has no agitator. Like, I've always wanted the one with no agitator because I hate that the agitator takes up so much room. It causes everything to get all tangled up. I freaking hate it. Like, these strings on my hoodie, they would be all tangled. The doctor said, my healing is remarkable from that bone stimulator. Oh, good. Maybe you won't have to do it again, right? And if y'all have never smelled this, then you need to. It's worth it. It's worth every extra penny that you have to spend. Not even joking. I'm gonna set y'all down here by the kitty cat's bowl. And we're gonna do laundry together. I freaking love this washer. Pokey. Everything's right. Tap cold. Medium soil. Love it. And we got a really good deal on it. We got it for $230. You can't beat that with a stick, yo. I think I told that before. The lady had 2 utility rooms. This house was massive. She said, I've got 2 utility rooms and I don't need them. And we're fixing to downsize and move. And we talked for a long time. She was super awesome. I could have talked to her all day long. She was really cool. She had freaking money, you can tell that, but she was very cool. Very chatty. So not all wealthy people are assholes, clearly. And her house looked like a mansion. The only problem I had is the neighborhood. They crammed all of these houses that looked like mansions directly next to each other. It was just not appealing to me. If you'd have took any one of the homes and put them out on like even a half an acre or even a third of an acre of land. Well, I mean, a third of an acre of additional land aside from what the house took up. It would have been way better. But they were directly, like the driveways were next to each other. I did not like it at all, but the houses were beautiful. I don't like being as close as I am here. And there's a nice gap between me and the people next to me. There's a really good gap, but it's still too close. I don't like it. I like having my property. I don't want land. I want property. That's what I want. Come on, if 9 people are watching, give me a chat. I didn't come here to yap. I came, to yap with y'all. I can't wait to do my thrifting walkthrough to show everybody the really nice things I got on thrift. Um, uh, the DIY home improvement walkthrough to show everybody what we did on our own. Hello, Pookie. How are you doing this morning? String cheese. Biggest waste of money. These kids suck these things down. I swear to God, I can't keep up. I need some coupons. Y'all, this is tiring. Do y'all know how tiring this is? This whole... Oh, I used the retinol before bed. I used it on some breakout right there, and it's already going away. After my shower, thank God it wasn't hair washing night. Slowly recovering. Have you been sick? I haven't been to anybody's Facebook. Have you been talking about it on Facebook? I've been so busy. I'm sorry, Pookie. I'm a terrible friend. Be right back. I need to eat something. Okay. Hurry back. Eat slow. Don't choke. You just got your damn cast off, woman. Be careful.
I'm done. I might eat the rest of them tomorrow.
You're done? Okay. Thank you, sir. Next time you should try some peanut butter on them.
Sure.
Nina loves peanut butter on them.
Sure, I'll taste it.
You'll try it? Okay. Next time we'll do some crackers. We'll try some peanut butter. I got those cheeses in there. You forgot those slices of cheese?
I don't like them.
Oh, are they too sharp? The sharp cheese? Yeah, those little squares? They're right in there.
I don't like them.
Had a stomach bug. No, not mentioned much. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. What?
Stomach bug.
A stomach flu. You know, like when your tummy gets upset? You know, like when your tummy gets upset, you end up on the toilet going, Nina, will you wipe me? Pookie says, hi, handsome Jack.
Hi.
He said, hi. Aaron said, what about him? Oh, I gotta get my shit done. Oh, I didn't put my coffee in my... Y'all, I'm slacking.
And you forgot to get the string cheese.
That's get your own string cheese. I'm not your maid. I got enough stuff to do. Did y'all get up all the trash?
Yeah.
Did you get up all your packages? Did you get up all the toys? You sure? I see a dog toy right on the floor right now.
No,
Don't mess with me. Okay. Because when I come through to sweep, anything that's left over is going in the trash. You know the deal.
Okay.
Can you what? Sure. What cracker? What are you talking about?
Coffee.
Yeah, come and get him, Aaron. I gotta put my coffee in my carafe, my air pot. Go. Oh my goodness. See, I have an air pot. You better be careful for my doggy. See, I love my air pot. Oh, I just knocked something over. And then I put my coffee in this and it lasts all flipping day. It stays nice and hot. Got that at the thrift store too. $6, I believe, is what I paid for that one. And it was still in the box. I think it was $6. I did it in a video. I have to look. I'm not lying. I buy so much. I mean, I'm not a shopaholic, but I buy so much thrift stuff, you know. And each is a bargain. I gotta preheat it or else it'll mess up the inside. I don't want it to screw it up when I put the hot coffee in. You miss yours? Pookie said hi, Aaron. He said hello, Pookie. Thank you very much. See, and then you shut it and you pump. Freaking love air pots. All right, now we're gonna walk over here and get the coffee. Yes, girl. All right. I gotta dump all this out now. Just enough to heat it up. See, just heat it up. taking you guys with me on my virtual life. There we go. Well, this is my real life. It would be virtual for y'all. There we go. I gotta put this up. This should be cool by now. Everything's still a little disorganized here until we get the proper cabinetry and shelf. Yeah. Are y'all okay?
Yeah.
Are y'all okay?
Yeah.
I just dropped everybody in this room. I just dropped 8 people in the floor.
What?
My phone, it fell.
Oh. Can you put J on this with like your Sharpie?
Let me find a Sharpie and I will put a J on that.
So
Go look in my crafting stuff and
Okay.
give me that. Bring it here. Don't you dare try to use it. Thank you, sir. Go get a Sharpie and I will write a J. I'm sorry, Pookie. I didn't mean to drop you on your head. That thing took a fall, yo. Let me show you where it fell from. Way up there, and it hit that, and then it went down here. Oh my God. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh shit, I forgot to put in my my Downy ball. What is wrong with my head? Actually, I used Persil this time. I shouldn't have to have the Downy ball this time. That Persil smells so good. What? Oh, he did it himself.
There we go.
What in the world have I done?
Am I doing right in J's?
The wrong way.
Look here.
What, buddy?
You're doing right in J's?
Yes, that's a good job. Go away.
Are you supposed to drop that whole thing in the washer?
Yep, you drop the whole Downy ball in there, and then it opens up when it spins. It causes the pressure. The centrifugal force causes the little suction thing to go. You know how when Pop Pop swings you around and your feet go straight out, but your hands stay there when he's swinging you? Okay, that's what happens with this. This piece right here, because it won't fit, see? This will stay, but there's your legs. Consider that little thing in there, your legs. They're going to go straight out. So it's going to go... It's going to pull it. See? Okay. That's how it opens. I'm out of Downy. Now I got to use a little Snuggle.
Here. I know about pearls, but I forgot about pearls.
I don't want to talk about pearls.
I forgot anyway.
Yeah? Yeah, you did not forget. You know what causes a pearl.
Clams.
That's what... It's oysters.
Oh.
But you know what causes a pearl? A piece of sand.
Yeah.
Any kind of little irritant.
They like pick it up.
It gets caught in their shell.
People can't open it that much, so I use knives.
Yeah.
One time we watched a video and people actually found pearls.
Yeah.
Inside the one.
Bunches of them.
Yep. A whole like can of them. No! Got a Sharpie on me trying to shut it. Wait, it's fine.
Dude, seriously, go be a child in there. Go in there and be
Give
a
me a
youngin'.
hug.
Alright. Alright.
This is my cracker crack.
You got something you want to say to me, boy?
I love you.
Oh, you too. Can I draw a face on your boobies?
Pull them off.
I know.
Okay.
No. Oh, come on, dude. Seriously? Take
I
the...
love them.
I know. He will take a saltine. A bean, doesn't he? Your BFF? White Castles. Oh, I've never had one. Just nothing appealing about a baby burger. Who is that? Oh, it's my longest friend that I've ever had in my whole life. That is, I got a message from a girl I've known since I was 4. Well, Pookie, they're saying, I heard of the official news that I last heard said the 15th of April. But my friends are saying that they're talking about the 22nd, like that's 7 extra days. Who gives a shit, right? Let me see. I won't do drive-through, too dangerous right now. What are you talking about? Not around here, it ain't. Let me see. I know that California schools are completely closed until next school year. And I think, I don't want to get this wrong, but I think Ohio as well. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I'd prefer the boys not be at school. I don't like when they leave me. I want them here with me where I know they're safe. I don't want them at school. I don't know what's happened. I have 3 kids. I know what can be done at school and how other kids can be mean or cruel to your kids and how staff can be mean and cruel to your kids. I've experienced both with both of my kids. With both of my youngest ones, not my oldest one. Someone can have the virus making... Oh, okay, I see. Thought you meant like people were getting mugged or something. So, I don't know, maybe they'll close the schools down until next school year. Like I say, it doesn't even matter to me. It's actually preferential to me. I'd prefer it. Excuse me, Goddess Ileana. I didn't mean to block your view. My sweet. This cat, you guys. This cat. I can't thank my daughter enough for not wanting this cat. And she just couldn't take the cat. Too much for a long trip. But I love her. We all love her. Doug lets her sleep at the foot of our bed with us. That's really weird. And when he feels her, he doesn't kick her flying off the bed like he does the others. He just nudges her over real gentle. It's so weird. She's such a goddess. She's such a beautiful goddess. And I gave her... I got a little video clip I'm going to post. I'm going to make like a cluster of videos, but I did a video of her last night. I came out of the bathroom. I was getting ready to get in the shower. And, come on, Illy, quit. And Cooper does the same thing, only he's twice as big. Really? Stop it, Illy, I'm serious. So, she's in the sink. She's laying in the bathroom sink. And she's like rolling around and rubbing all over the edge. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she keeps going nose to nose with the toothpaste tube that's laying there. Because when I got done, moving everything around, the toothpaste tube was still sitting. She's just like nose to nose. It was so weird. So I started recording her, and she only did it for a second or so more, and then she stopped. She's so weird. And then I gave her some. I thought, well, she's trying to tell me she wants something to drink. Because I know at Shane, she would drink out of the water tap. If it had a drip, she would just drink from it. And I was like, there's nothing wrong with your water bowl, but whatever. And, I mean, maybe there is something wrong with it. It's your water bowl. How the hell would I know? So, we're still trying to come to an adjustment phase, thing here. We're still in that phase. She's still new. And she, I had a little square bowl. Just a little, like a square storage bowl. And it was sitting up there where the boys had some toys or rocks or something in it. Anyway, I put some water in it and I set it on the edge of the sink. And she just stood there and she stared at it. Well, she was sitting and she just stared at it. I walked away to grab a towel out of the cabinet. I come back. I had heard it. I heard a noise. I didn't think nothing of it. It's in the sink. She done knocked it in the sink. There's still some water in it, but it's done slid into the sink. I was like, dummy, you're going to knock your water out. So I put a little more water in there and I set it back on the edge again. She leaves it alone. I get my shower. I come out. She's done flipped it. It's in the sink. It's just flipped upside down in the sink. And she's looking at me like, how dare you? I'm sorry, I didn't serve you out of a crystal whatever. You diva. You beautiful diva. But she's pretty rotten already. You rotten girl. This is a great cat. My kitty girl, the blind one. Let me show you guys kitty girl. I mean, she can't, her eyesight's completely gone now. I don't think she sees anything. Kitty girl. Hey, mama. Over here, baby. Hey. She stays here a lot. We keep her bed nice and fresh. Hi, baby. Yeah. But she occupies this here, and she'll jump up here. So we keep changing things on her. Don't we, Mommy? Go back to sleep, good girl. But we keep changing things on her. When you're blind, you know, you can't have things put in your way. You can't have obstacles just placed in front of you. But with us doing the renovations, it's happening. You know, we can't do anything about it. So 2 nights ago, I saw her wandering in the front room, which was incredibly weird. I was like, what are you doing in here, baby? And I thought, she's going to the litter box. Yay! Because she's gotten to where she's pooping under my sink. So I'm constantly under the sink cleaning poop and doing the mop thing, you know. And I told Doug I'm just going to have to put a box down there too for her. She can't find her way to the other one. So I was really happy she was trying to find her way there, I thought. And so I put her at the entrance because we have one of those litter box pieces of furniture where the litter box is inside of a cabinet with a little opening. We've got one of those. And I put her at the entrance and she didn't want to go in there. She wouldn't go in. So I opened the lid and I put her inside and I just left the lid open so I could keep an eye on her. And she sniffed at the box, didn't want to be there, turned around to walk away and ran right into the side of it. And she stopped and was like, oh. So she turned a little bit and boop, and she just missed the entrance and she ran into the wall again. She turned a little bit more, boop, hit it with her head again. And then she just looked like she was completely confused. I got upset. I started crying. I got to get her to the vet and see if they can help her. She needs to get them eyes. I mean, she's a healthy cat. She's 16. She's very healthy. Blindness was bound to happen, you know. She's an old girl. But if there's anything the vet can do, we're trying to recoup from this trip. We just dropped some pretty big money on this trip we took to see my family. So when we recoup from that, and we're not trying to spend any money either until we know what's going to happen with this corona thing. If they fully isolate and then they shut down Doug's job, we're going to need our money. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to need our credit cards free and clear of any debts. And right now, I think there's like 100 of our limit spent. But we'll have that paid up before they do any kind of. But anyway, yeah. So we're being really careful with the money right now because when things go bad, we only have each other. We don't have anybody that can just swoop in and dig us out. So she'll have to go to the vet after this is over. Thankfully, she's healthy. She's fucking healthy. It's just her eyes, you know. Don't knock that down, cat. You're so much trouble. Hold on, you guys. Enjoy my children's artwork. There you go. Enjoy my baby's artwork. Okay. Hi, Celeste. Hi, Harold. Good morning. I'm sorry. I was over here yapping and I wasn't even looking at the comments. I'm so sorry. Oh, she had full eyesight in December. January, we noticed. I got videos of her in December where I'd call her and she looked dead at me. You know, she was just like, yes. And she was traipsing around here, jumping up on stuff. We noticed her eyes were bad when she couldn't. She was trying to jump up onto stuff and she'd misjudge and miss it. And I was like, that's bad. That's her eyes, you know. And then it got progressively worse and worse over a quick period, rapid. So between the beginning of somewhere around the beginning of January and up until this past week where she's just flat gone blind. She can't see nothing at all. So it hasn't even been 2 months, actually, that she just went to. Now, she was blind to the point of being isolated into one area out of fear that she would get lost, I guess. She just wouldn't move from the spot. I'd have to take everything to her. That was February, mid-February, about a month in. So if it's a bacteria in the blood, because I read that it could be a bacteria in the blood when it happens that quickly, then they can give her something and she'll be fine. If it's a simple antibiotic, that would be amazing. I'm going to probably do some research online and see if it's a basic antibiotic. Because I know a lot of the times they give antibiotics to animals that they give to us. Like the exact same one, just the dose is smaller. And I've got an animal vet care friend, and I can ask her, once I find out which antibiotic they use for that particular bacteria on a cat, I may have it here. So I'll ask my friend, is it safe to give to the cat and how much she should get? Maybe she can get little kitty glasses if they can do anything. Can you imagine how cute that would be? Yeah, her eyesight's completely gone. I think she's barely seeing the lights because I noticed when it's dark in here, she doesn't move. At night, she does not move from where she's at. She will kind of venture a little bit once I come in the mornings and I cut on the lights. Once I cut them on, she'll move around some. She'll get up and she'll kind of, because she can see the lights, I think, a tiny bit. Sooner than later, yeah, probably not a lot they can do for her eyes at 16. Well, like I say, if it's the bacteria in the blood, from what I've read, that's a simple antibiotic. So it doesn't matter how old she is, the antibiotic will get rid of it. What, buddy?
Big TV?
Why don't you use that big TV back there, baby?
I need someone to type in something for me.
Ask Aaron if he'll come here for a second.
Aaron, come here for a second.
Come here for a second.
I need you to type something in on the TV. What do you want?
Come here, boy.
I'll tell you when you go in the room.
My ex-girlfriend is a vet tech and completely fucking useless asking her questions. Well, I have a couple of friends that are vet-oriented, either working with a vet or in vet medicine, so there's a couple people I can ask what's safe to give my cat. But at 16, as healthy as she is, she's got a lot more years to go. But if she's blind and she's falling, because that was a concern in the beginning, I was like, Doug, this isn't funny. I know it looks funny because she's slipping, but she could break her leg. How funny is it going to be when you're stroking out a couple $100 for Kitty Girl's broken leg? He was like, yeah, I guess it's true. I was like, it's not funny, dude. It's not funny. You're going to be hitting that stash. Your money stash is going to be all empty. If you detect bitterness or hatred there, go with it. What do you mean? That's what I mean. She'd probably have to have the antibiotic sooner rather than, oh yeah. Yeah, I cannot spare the money right now with this corona thing. It would be incredibly irresponsible for me to use our funds for that when she's clearly healthy. Like, she's like not dying. She's not throwing up. She doesn't have diarrhea or worms. Like, physically, she's beautiful. I can't imagine using the money we have access to for that, and then within a day or two or a couple of days, they go into the isolation mode and Doug can't go back to work. Do you see what I'm saying? And I know that they're talking about this stimulus thing where everybody's going to get a little bit of check to help them out during this time, which I think is what needs to be done. I mean, people take care of their own, and this is nobody's fault. It, and these people shouldn't, nobody should pay for this. Nobody should have to pay for this. And my dog did that for a bit. She acted like she couldn't even see the door. She had a UTI and then has been fine since. Really? No, she doesn't have that. She's been going pee-pee fine. What was I saying? Oh, the stimulus thing. But as long as you're talking about bailing out fucking cruise ships, cruise liners and stuff, no, let them sink. Nobody needs to go on a damn cruise, okay? If the cruises are making so much money, I watched a documentary, the cruise ships, the food area, they're allowed a budget of $1 million a week on average for food. $1 million a week, their budget. Let them fuckers sink. If you're making that kind of cash, and then your CEOs or your big wigs are making 3 or 4 times what your weekly budget is for your food, then maybe your CEOs make too much. If you're making that, but then you still need the government to bail you out, then you're just hot shit. That's all you're just a piece of shit. Yeah, she was disoriented and seemed half blind. It was scary. Oh, no, Kitty Girl's straight up blind. She can't see shit. You can get right in her face and do this, and she just sits there like this. She doesn't see. She doesn't flinch. She starts dozing off. We'll be doing this shit and going like this, and she just looking right at us. Just doesn't faze her. When she's trying to reach something, she's like this. Trying to figure out, you know, what are you doing? Leave my kitty alone. But anyway, so the cruise ships can sink. Bye-bye. You ain't even got to hit an iceberg. Just fucking go down. And then they can mothball those ships for a while. This would be a good time for the cruise lines to clean their freaking ships. I've heard horror stories about those places. I know what you mean. Our vet keeps sending messages to bring Harmony in past due for a wellness check. They can't understand that we can't afford $200 for a wellness check she doesn't need. Right. No federal government should be bailing out any business like cruise ships. Exactly. They don't do anything for the economy. They do something for the economy where they take you to on your cruise. But they don't do anything for the economy, and not even really then, because most folks don't even leave the boat. They stay on. And if they do leave the boat, they stay right there where the vendors are at that are set up to sell to you when you come off the boat. What, buddy?
See something.
Jack.
Real quick. It's just
Or hotels. Yeah, don't bail out hotels. I mean, these are luxury spots. Do not bail out a luxury organization or company. No, don't do it.
The Barking Dead.
It says the Borking Dead.
That means Walking Dead. All
right, this is what Jack's looking at, y'all.
The Barking Dead.
Instead of the Walking Dead, it's the Borking Dead.
It's on YouTube, see? See, it's really quick. It's just a quick little clip.
I'm looking at it. Oh, that's awful. It's not funny. He bashed him in the head with a baseball bat, Jack. I didn't want to see that. He's such a damn boy. He made me watch that and then he laughed. Especially if, they need to bring them in, dock them. They are luxury items. Yes. Especially if said hotel has a big Trump on the front. No, it doesn't matter to me if it has Trump or not. Hotels are hotels and they absolutely do not need bailing out. And they're like, oh, but it saves jobs. Well, most hotels only employ full-time employees, probably what? 50 full-time employees, the rest are part-time. I mean, that is literally, like, each hotel is what I mean, not the whole hotel line. But point being, hotels are luxuries. If people need to stay home, close hotels too. Exactly. That's a good point, Celeste. Well, that's a first. That thing has never... Oh my God, are you serious right now? It's not anyone at the door. Guard dogs. There it goes. It evens itself. I love that. Jack! There's nobody here. It was my washer. Boy, what did I tell you about going to that door? Come to me right now. Yep. Shut that door. Now. Lock it and come to me. What I tell you about right now, we got to keep that door locked. What I tell you. If someone knocks on the door, what do?
Call you.
Call me. Don't you ever open that. Listen to me. I don't care. Do not ever go to that door and open it again. Do you understand me?
Got it.
That is not safe. Don't do it again.
Okay.
All right.
But I'll only check out the window.
Don't even look out the window. Jack, come and get me.
Okay.
People are doing crazy crap these days. You don't know what to expect. And these kids know. I can't believe he just did that. I guess because it's during the day. He just felt like he could. No, we have a new rule in the house. You do not go to the door, and we keep the door locked. Unless Doug is here, we keep that door shut, bolted, locked, everything. If Doug's here, then, obviously we're going to be, we'll be fine. But if Doug's not here, no. I can't even imagine if something went down, Will's at work, Doug's at work, and I'm here with these boys. I can't possibly, I guess I could, but I could not effectively defend me, them, it's not worth the risk to me. They want to go outside and play. That means they have to be with other kids, and I've got to be out there checking on them. They can't go. Like, the little girl they play with is like 3 or 4 doors down, and her mom's out on the porch, and then I'm outside checking on them. They play between my house and hers right there. They've closed the playground completely down, right down here. The playground's completely, it's cordoned off. Can't nobody play there. Because of coronavirus, just everything's got to change. A lot of folks are taking this like no big deal. Of course you could. You're Wonder Woman. Well, I could certainly try. Absolutely. I'm not going to tuck tail and run. I'm going to start swinging. You better believe it. I got sharp objects, and I don't mind shanking a hoe in the throat to save my kids. What was I saying? Kind of going all over the place.
You want to come see this one?
I don't remember what I was saying,
You want to come see this one?
No, Jack, I don't want to come.
After you're done with your video?
No. Could you give me a banana?
Sure.
Aaron wants a banana too, sweetie. Oh, here. Hand me that. No! Don't do it like that. Just hand it here.
Okay.
Bring me the whole bowl, sweetie. Just bring me the bowl.
Oh, there's nothing.
I'm hungry. I haven't eaten today.
Okay, I'll give this one to Aaron.
I do this shit all the time. I get so sidetracked. There it is. I've been looking for this.
What?
My hairband.
Oh, yeah, I put it in my pocket.
It was right here, sweetie.
Yeah, and I put it there.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Because I found it on the ground.
You found it? Pop must have knocked it off the table.
Aaron.
Ooh. I gotta show you guys what we got.
She's talking about our new cat toy.
No, I want you to go away now.
Yeah.
No, I just got attacked by a broom. Check it out. In case you guys didn't know, because we did not know, always look through your freezer aisle at your local Walmart store where your ice creams are and your sweets. And here's why. They get a lot of novelty ice creams in. And the companies that put them out, they put them out long enough to, hit it while it's hot. And then they want to get them gone to bring in the next novelty ice cream. Let me see. You need to get some sort of weapon. If you're anti-gun, you need at the very least a taser. I'm not anti-gun. Why does everybody think I'm anti-gun? Everybody thinks I'm anti-gun. I'm not. I'm cautious, Gun. I'm very cautious. I'm with two little boys in the house with curious little minds and hands, and one of them being mildly autistic. I think it's irresponsible to have a gun around him. You know, I just don't feel good about it because you don't get a second chance to make the decision to have one once the deed is done and there's no going back. I'm not willing to take that chance. I'm just not. But also my temper. I don't think I should have a gun in the house. I don't think I should have a gun in the house. I really don't. You see. So anyway, I found these little, they're not pints, are they? They're little, yeah, pint. Anyway, the little things of ice cream. Maybe it's right here. Hold on. Here they are. So, these Haagen-Dazs, okay? This one is, it's got beer in it. It's called Haagen-Dazs Spirits Stout Chocolate Pretzel Crunch Ice Cream. And I'm going to do a review on it. A video review on this. They had these for $1. $1. Haagen-Dazs. Hello. And then I was like, come on, Doug, let's try it. It's $1. I mean, you've lost a dollar bill before. So then Doug gets to looking down at the other end, and he brings me 2 of these. It is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shell Shock Surprise Vanilla Reduced Fat Ice Cream with chocolatey caramel turtles, artificial flavor added. And it's green ice cream. $1.
It looks like snot.
They had, Jack said it looks like snot. They had 6 of them. We bought them all. 6 of these full-size ice creams for $6. With 2 little boys.
Can you get the snot out?
I haven't tried it yet, but I'm gonna do a video on it, and I'm gonna try it on cam, you know, on stream. What?
I need that knot out. It's
Maybe not on stream, but I'm gonna
triple
try it on video and then post it. You know, I gotta edit it because it'll be too long.
It's a triple knot.
Kind of like my facial thing, my acid thing.
It's
Wonder what the beer one? Look. What was it? Was it ice cream that I had ice cream beer a few months ago? I believe it was ice cream. I just remember going, this is freaking horrendous and I want you to get this out of my life. I think it was ice cream. And I'm going to have to ask Doug. But I remember saying to Doug, why did you get this? You're disgusting. Come on, Ileana. Seriously. But, like, let me see. Had to stop my brother from coming to visit this morning. He'll be 67 next month. Said he was sure we didn't have the virus. Didn't occur to him that by going in stores he could bring it to us. Right. Beer is just not something you think afloat. Exactly. And we saw that there were a bunch of other markdown stickers. They had some of those Haagen-Dazs type that they weren't the beer kind. They sounded really yummy, and the stickers were 50 cents, but they were all gone. They had ice cream sandwiches, chocolate vanilla, they were the 2. 50 cents for a box of 12. They were all gone. So me and Doug looked at each other and said, okay, now we know where we need to head when we come every single time. Every time. I was like, definitely. We live in Florida. We have 2 little boys. Ice cream is a treat. And if we can stock up on ice cream and icy pops and stuff like that for the summer.
And freeze pops.
Yeah, the icy pops, the freeze pops.
Yeah.
Then
They have different colors. I love the flavors.
He said they have different colors. I love the flavors. This is my little sidekick. You see, he's been here with me the whole time I'm streaming. This child stays up my butt. What?
Yesterday,
But when Doug's here, when y'all see me, wait a minute, buddy. At night, like in the evenings when I stream and he's not with me, it's because he's up Doug's butt. So we both get a dose of them, right? Okay, what are you gonna say, bud?
Keep Ileana and Kitty Girl not close to each other. You know why? Yesterday, she was hissing at
Ileana was hissing at Kitty Girl?
Yeah.
Honey, that's going to happen. They're still trying to get to know each other. That's just the way it's going to be. You don't remember back when me and Pop had all them kitty cats and doggies? In yeah, we used to get kitty cats and doggies that others didn't want or that were on the road hurt.
Yeah,
or they were sick or they were pregnant and nobody...
Do you remember where we got Jewel? I don't.
I do. And we had to let the animals get to know each other sometimes, and it has to happen, sweetie. That's a hard thing to do when you're rescuing, and you have to integrate animals. Sometimes you have to separate them, and that's how we ended up with an outdoor girl cat kennel and an outdoor boy cat pen. And then, of course, we had the elderly, sick, and super young ones inside. But I do not want a Saltine. If you don't get out of my face with that mess.
Got it?
Now, what did you want me to do with this, boy?
I just want to untie it.
Do you want me to fix it so that it's long but not with the knot?
Yeah.
I'm going to do my best, okay? But anyway.
I love crackers.
Once a kitty got well, we'd move them to the outdoor pen. The problem is nobody wants a flippin' cat. So rehoming them was impossible.
No one wants a cat except for us.
Well, I didn't even want all those cats, honey. I truly didn't want all those. There's too many cats.
Yeah.
My heart was in the right place, but I'm going to tell you.
How many cats did you have?
Baby, I seriously need to talk. I had how many cats? Let me think. At one time, I had upwards of... Hold on. Probably 30, 35 cats at once.
Oh my.
That's a lot of cats. And then at feeding time, that was always funny. I'd say, kitty, 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 kitty. And my God, we didn't even use the dining room table to eat on. I just put the food trays, 2 of them, right in the middle. And as soon as I sat them down, I had to be real quiet when I did it because some of the cats would hear it, knock against the wood and they would know it's feeding time. And so I had to do it really gently. And then before I could pour the food, I had to call them. Or if I didn't call them, I would just pour the food and they'd come. And it was like a stampede. There were so many cats running at one time. I'm not going to lie, it was exhausting. It was a nonstop job. If you think it's hard to keep up with 3 cats in the litter box, try keeping up with inside 15, 12 or 15. And 3 litter boxes or 4 litter boxes. That's fun. The biggest ones you can find at that. And it was expensive. It was very expensive. Then when the animal control came out, when I had to call them about a dog, that was not safe.
And then just tie the sheet.
It was overwhelming, Celeste. It really was. Between the outdoor kitties and the indoor kitties and the outdoor and indoor dogs. And everyone's like, you should never kennel an animal. Well, you know what? When you're rescuing, you're not going to bring them all in your house. Now, if you have a pet and you kennel that pet, I think that's mean. That's just mean. If that's not part of your family, that's why I did what I did, because so many didn't see their animals as family. My animals are my family. Well, buddy.
And when you're done tying the knot to that string, put it tied to here so I can make a bow and arrow.
Okay. But, you keep distracting me and I can't remember what I was talking about. You really need to stop doing that.
You're talking about dogs and cats.
I know I was talking about dogs and cats, but specifically I don't remember. So, what the fuck was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Jack! Dang it. Dang. So, kenneling them or tying them out. Well, if you get an animal in, now I had no trouble rehoming a lot of dogs. I've rehomed plenty. Look at this. My creative little boy found the end of a fishing rod.
Yeah.
See? And he's tied it here.
I didn't tie it. Aaron tied it.
What do you mean animal control? See, we didn't have an SPCA where I lived. They only had animal control, and they euthanized, and they were only open like 3 hours a day during work hours, so nobody could ever go and look at an animal anyway, and the place was disgusted, so nobody ever wanted to get an animal from there, and there was no regulation on breeders, and I think that should be absolutely regulated. People should not just be able to freely breed animals for sale. The hell is wrong with people, man? And they go, We want to maintain the breed line. Bitch, there are 15 other animal breeders of that breed in your town, just in your town. You just want that money, that free cash. Knock up a dog and then get paid. I think that's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. There are purebred dogs in the pound. You were saying you called about a dog. Oh, thank you. Yes. Corey on Kindling, a pet. Agree to disagree. You kennel a dog for their safety. For their safety? They should be in the house. Your dog should be in the house. That's your pet. Why would you get a dog to stick it in the yard? Now, if you have a dog for security and you've got a fenced-in yard and your dog roams because he's protecting your yard, that's great because the dog's free. You know, he can run around. But if he's in a kennel, why even have the dog? Why do you have a dog if you're just going to stick it in a box? It's kind of cruel. Brother's on phone. See you. All right, have a good day, Pookie. My dog slept in her crate at night. I'm not talking about indoor crating. I'm talking about outdoor kennels. Just like killing them outside. And I know hunters do it. You know, hunters can't possibly bring in all of their dogs. I get that. So I'm not talking about hunters either.
And you could use a little string so you could have some space. You like tie it to their collar.
Yep. So I had to call animal control about a dog that was not safe. And my baby Vanna, she wants in her kennel, and you have to cover it. Yeah, I have a kennel for mine. They just won't get in it if you know, they like it, but they won't get in it unless I tell them to. I'll go kennel, and then they'll go to it. She's not in it. Vet says she feels safe. It is a very now y'all misunderstood me. Crating and kenneling, I don't see as the same thing. Crating happens inside. Kenneling happens outside, and that's the way I see it. I consider the indoor one crating, and it is a safety thing. I know. Pick that up, put it in the doggy's water bowl. Thank you. But crating is a safety thing, and I used crating whenever I got a new animal in because they needed their own space. And I would start by covering the crate with a blanket and then slowly wean them with the blanket up on one side. And why are you harassing me? Okay. I gotta get this for him. Thank you. And then that's where I would wean them into the group, you know? Yeah. But I don't think you should get a dog and stick it outside in a kennel. Why even get the dog? Stop it. And kennels were expensive, especially with everything I had going on. I had to feed those animals. I didn't have money to feed the animals, then turn around and kennel them. And I was overwhelmed. I did my very best. No one went without food ever. Those dogs, a cat or a dog ever went without a meal, ever. They had toys, but our dollars were stretched. Doug had a really good job when I started to do it. He was making excellent money. And when that company closed up, I still had all those animals. So, we got stretched pretty thin. But I made a promise to every animal that I rescued or that was brought to me. And I kept the promise they'd be clean, fed, and well, and they were. My dog was in the house with me all the time. We were joined at the hip. She went everywhere with me. In the 10 years I had her, we were apart a total of 20 days. Both times I was in the hospital. Aww. But the whole thing, I called animal control about a dog that was not safe in the neighborhood. And the animal control guy, big nightmare. That might have to be a story time. This man became obsessed with me. A freaking sheriff's deputy from the county, and he wouldn't stop coming over. And for a while there, I was scared for my safety, and I didn't even tell Doug because I did not know how in the world Doug would react. I told my daughter. My daughter knew about it. Anyway, that'll be a story time. But this animal control man comes over, and he says, "How many animals you got here?" And I said, Well, let me tell you. So he came in, I showed him all the animals, explained to him how it all began. We had 5.5 acres when this all began. Uh, Told him the whole deal. And he was like, well, you know, you got a good heart, because a lot of folks would have, under your circumstances, they would have stopped and turned them all over to animal control. And honestly, we wouldn't have been able to contain them all, and we would have put them down the moment they came in the door. I said, I know, that's why I didn't do it. I was like, there's no way. I already know. I used to work at a SPCA volunteer when I was a kid. So I know how it is. I know how the space is. Dude, stop screaming. Aaron, are you going to help him search? Come on, dude. Go do it for me. Don't be lazy. So he looked around. He saw I had these dog kennels. I mean, not kennels. These dog igloos. These dog glues. Oh, Celeste, this man wanted to take me freaking shopping for clothes. He was trying to take me out and get me food. I mean, and I kept saying, stop. I quit with the whole, okay, he's my authority figure, so just be kind. And I just flat out said, stop. This is ridiculous. You're literally pulling your truck into my front door. You are at my front door. I couldn't even come down my steps. Quit it. I mean, that's a whole nother story. That's just a whole nother story. I'm not even going to get into. I might do a story time on that, because that was weird. Needless to say, oh, your dog passed? Did you say something? Oh, you said that, yeah, when you had your dog. It's hard to lose a pet. It's so hard to lose a pet, man, especially when you see them as your child or your little furry soulmate, you know. It's so hard. Reefer. I can't even talk about Reefer. Let's not do that. Let's not go there. Can't do it. Won't do it. Can't. That was my son. But he saw the situation I was in the first time he came over. And then the next time he came over, it didn't seem suspicious, because he brought me bags of cat and dog food. He was like, you've got your hands full here, and you're taking a lot off of our plate. You know, you're saving a lot of animals from ending up here with us. Let us help you. So he brought me dog bones, dog food, cat food. I was like, thank you so much. I was like, dude, you don't even know. I was like, thank you so much. And I did not even see that coming. And then the next time he came over, it was a follow-up. Like, what do you need, sweetie? Just tell. What? Get a cup. Get your metal cup and the lid. Get the lid.
Where's the lid?
Look around. Look in the drain. In the drain board, honey. And no, the drain board. That is the sink.
Oh, the drain board.
Yes.
I got it.
You got the lid? Okay. Go ahead and get your ice. No one can see you. I'm blocking. But the next time he came over, it was, the first 3 times I saw him was within a week and like 2 days. It was like 9 days. And he came over and he wanted to do a follow-up. All right, I don't want to get into that story. It was a nightmare. It was scary, and I'm not going to get into that story right now. But what I went through with that guy really made me a little more domineering than I was ever in my life, I think, because it was persistent and it was done by someone with authority. So when I hear about these men in this Me Too, the time of Me Too, I hear about these men that do what they do, that have a celebrity status, and the women don't say anything. And people are like, oh, well, that shouldn't matter. Yeah, of course you would have called the cops if it was true. Until you've been there, you don't understand how someone of authority can get away with what they do. Get out from there. You know what I'm saying? You have to experience it. So anybody that says that's never experienced having someone of authority do something like that. So he didn't know you were married, or he was one of those creepy guys. He did not care. That's the one. He didn't care. And he was an old man. He was much older than me. He knew I had kids. He knew I had a grandchild. Because at the time, I don't believe Jack was even born yet. No, Jack wasn't even born yet at that point. So I really don't remember because Jack didn't really play a part in it. I'd have to go back and look at my emails with Shane, my messages, to remember. But anyway, so that's a whole nother story. But I totally get these women that didn't come forward when celebrity so-and-so or political figure so-and-so or officer so-and-so did what they did. And I was not that woman. Let's just say right now that I ain't that fucking woman. And I put my foot down. I let him know in no uncertain terms and very, very professionally, more professional than him. That's another story. I can't do it right now. But anyway, I took care of business. And I've briefly touched on this on another stream in the past. I have, but I haven't told the whole story. But it was a blessing that they did. Well, he did bring me that food. Every little bit does help. Hello, Rainy Day. How are you doing? How are you? I'm going to finish my banana, and you're not going to watch. I'm enjoying this chat, but I'm not getting a whole lot done, am I? I really don't got that much to do. I got to sweep and mop my living room. The boys already swept, but, I'm not going to judge them on how well they sweep. They're kids. But they got the gist of it up, We pulled the couch out. After we pulled the couch out, we got everything up. There's toys and water bottles. I'm like, you guys are pigs. You know that? They're like, yeah. So, I just went to the store. It's empty. Is it? Yeah, cop, that's bad. Yeah, because, see, Celeste, where I lived, the animal control is run and maintained completely by sheriff's department. And it's animal control. They have no heart. They euthanized, up until recently, maybe they're still doing it, they used the gas where they put all of the animals into a large metal box, shut the lid. All these animals that don't know each other, they've never been around each other, shut the lid, hook the pipe to it, and exhaust fumes until they're dead. I mean, it's one of the most inhumane, horrific ways. And these are pets. These are people's pets that they surrendered for whatever the reason. Pets that are 10 years old, 8 years old, and have never known anything but love. So, yeah, when I found out they did that there, I rescued. I absolutely did. Every chance I had a chance to grab an animal and stop it from going there, I absolutely did. And it was not easy. It wasn't easy, but it was in my heart. Where's all the coffee? Right here. A few vegetables in cans is what I found. We couldn't find a lot of stuff to make meals from here, but we're easy going. We'll do, like, the ramen is gone. There's no ramen. And I was like, isn't that weird? The one time we want to purchase ramen, and there is none. So I guess there's a lot of folks out there purchasing the ramen for the first time too. I mean, the kids like it, and it's something we do in the summertime. Summertime, it's great to have that on hand with the kids here, because sometimes they'll do like a brick of that. You give each one half, because it's soup. It's a ramen. It's a soup. Aaron likes the cups. He just said he likes the cup kind. So sometimes we'll get him the cup kind. They're a little more, but he's older, he's bigger, he eats more. And they'll get half of a brick, because the ramen brick, I don't know if y'all know this, that's 2 meals. Look at the back of it. It says it right on there. 2 helpings. There's 2 of them in there. So those of you out there that are making 2 bricks for 1 meal, you're eating 4 meals. Congratulations, fatty. So let me see. I've seen no one fighting over I've seen no one fighting over anything. I hadn't. Not personally. But anyway, they'll do like a half of a brick each. And then either a sandwich or half of one. Like if they said for breakfast, I don't want anything, don't want any breakfast, they'll get a sandwich completely each. But if lunch rolls around and they did eat in the morning, then they'll get a half. And then, of course, like a Jell-O or a pudding cup or something. Or sometimes they'll want a granola bar. And I buy these grain bars. These multi-grain bars. Give me 1 second. I'll show you. Don't look at my big butt. My knee. Y'all, my knee. I buy these multi-grain bars at the Dollar Tree. And they're strawberry... organic honey and oat soft baked strawberry bar with real fruit and whole grain. So I mean, y'all know me, I'm thrifty. So we get a lot of this type of extra shit Dollar Tree. I'm not going to spend $2.30 for this. This is 6 bars. I can get it from the Dollar Tree. So what if it's not a name brand? Who cares? It's food. And with 2 boys to feed, I can think of a lot of better ways to spend our cash doing things with the boys. So they eat. Let me see. Well, me either here but online. I've seen no coffee in going on 3 weeks. Are you kidding me? Wait a minute. You mean in the stores? Are you serious, Celeste? Hi, Alex. How are you doing? You got a wrench, Alex. Use it carefully. Y'all say hi to my friend Alex. He makes little review videos and he shares his life, and he's super awesome and very handsome. All of the dry foods like noodles, meals were sold out. Is that a cup hanging on the wall behind you? This is my bag to hold all of my plastic bags. Hello, Laura Stevenson in store. I haven't had a cup of coffee in weeks. Girl. Oh, shit. I want to mail you some coffee. Girl, I want to mail you some coffee. We've got more coffee than we can stand here. I want to mail you some coffee. Oh, my God. If you want some coffee, I'll just hit me up on my email. I need to know where to send you some coffee. Or you can, like, send me a link, or like Amazon or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm going to send you some coffee. I've got to send you. I can't imagine someone that likes coffee not having it. It holds all my, it's one of those bag holders, Yeah, I was going to say I'll order it online and send it. Exactly. Look. All the bags are, you know those things. We've got tons. We got more than we can stand, actually. Let's see. Like, I drink, my preferred coffee is Folgers Breakfast Blend, but then I just, here, I might have some right here. Hold on. I don't have the bag. Shit, man. Wait a minute. I haven't dumped it yet. I don't know where the bag went. Anyway, I now use one week I just was feeling thrifty. It was my frame of mind, thrifty. Y'all don't forget to thumbs me up. I don't do drugs, but find deals is like crack to me. Right? I love deals. Where did you get the ice cream deals? Walmart. You've got to look for that shit. But was I saying, God, I'm such a nitwit right now. Oh, I was in a thrifty frame of mind, and I decided to try Walmart's brand of mild medium. It's in an orange, peachy orange bag. And let me see. Mine is Folgers Classic Roast. That's my go-to. Maxwell House Original, their original one, that's the next one up for me. Not the classic. It's a little harsh for me. I don't know. Look for, what do you mean look for what? Look for, you mean at the Walmart? The Ninja Turtles. Now, they might not have marked them down at your store. I don't know. I think it's a district thing, like my district, and then you have a district, but I don't know. Marketing is like that. I know marketing stuff, like if you order, I'm going all over the place, ain't I? If you buy hot dogs, okay, by a specific brand, same exact hot dogs every time, and you live where I live, okay, I'm all the way here on the east. I'm right by the ocean. Okay, they're going to taste a certain way. You've ate them for years. You've loved them for years. They're delicious. Well, you move. You move to Wyoming. You buy those same freaking hot dogs, same brand, same, everything's the same. Tastes totally different. Because when the orders are being filled by these hot dog companies that prepackage them, when they're being filled for fill in the stores, to put in the stores, they know if they're going to the East Coast, the West Coast, Central United States, and everybody, I didn't know this until I saw it, has a different preference for the way they want it to be. The taste. Some of them are a little smokier. Some of them have no skin. Some of them have not as much salt. And it's really interesting. I'll have to take this call. I'll watch the playback. Have a great day. Rainy day. No, there was no sign. You have to literally walk down the ice cream aisle and look at the little tags, and the normal price tag on the shelf is simply a yellow and white tag. An even amount. Yellow, white. The markdown thing is almost completely yellow. Like completely. And it'll have a bolder, like $1 on there. It'll be like a stronger black ink on there. So they're kind of easier to spot. Once you see one, you'll know what I mean. The 50-cent stuff has like a giant 5 and a giant O. So you can't really miss them. But you have to be looking for them, though. You have to go, okay, let's look for these markdown things. And if it looks like the slot is empty, check beside it and around it. Because sometimes people will move things, so you can find what it says on the sticker, and it'll be sitting somewhere. Which is how I found the one that I got for $1. Let me see. Yeah, great deals, great deals. So I'm going to start trying to do videos about deals and bargains too, because you do videos of what you're passionate about. If you're passionate about makeup, you do makeup. If you're passionate about fingernails, you do fingernails. If you're passionate about being with people and talking to people, then you do this. Yeah, you talk to people. If you're passionate about sharing your life experiences and you want to meet other people that appreciate that and have similar experiences, then you do this. Wait a minute. I'm passionate about thrifting right now. Do you do coupons too? I used to. It was time consuming. I don't do if I happen to come across a coupon and I'm like, oh shit, I use this, I'll use it. But the thing of it with me is I use the Ibotta app. Do you know what that is? IBOTTA. I've talked about it before. I have made more than $50 or right at $50 with that app, buying what I normally buy anyway. And it also gives me the opportunity to try new things that I normally would not try because they cost. The cost is too high. But with the Ibotta app, I'm like, dude, this makes it cheaper than the one we normally buy. So we're like, hell yeah. So the Ibotta app is fantastic. Some people use these other apps, and I haven't tried them yet. I said I would, but I just haven't. I still want to see your nighttime facial routine. Oh, it's so simple. There's really nothing to it, but yeah, I could show y'all tonight. I can't do the beer ice cream, LOL, but the ice cream sandwich, yes, unless you review it and it's great. Yeah, I'm going to try it. But I remember getting beer ice cream. I'm sure it was beer ice cream, and it was awful. It was what? No, it wasn't. Oh, it was beer ice cream. It was Walmart brand. I remember it specifically. It was that same size as the Ninja Turtle. It was not pickle ice cream, Aaron. Be quiet. We took it back to the store. It literally tasted like it had soured and gone bad because that's the way the beer makes it. Makes it taste like that. What time are you coming on tonight? Oh, I don't know that I'm going to stream tonight. Because I was on stream last night. And it's just like, I don't really get anything done. Not that I have a ton to do. I just feel like I'm wasting time, and I don't like to waste time. I like to get stuff done, you know. Like, I'm hoping Doug will finish these walls. He's going to sand down where he filled these holes, and then I'm going to be able to paint tomorrow, I'm hoping. I want to paint. My house is coming together, y'all. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Let me see. Maybe you're thinking root beer float. No, no, no. This was this was some type of ale beer, and Doug bought it because it was on sale, and it was just cheaper, I think, than the other ones. But it was like chocolate ale or something. And when I tasted it, I was like, this doesn't taste right. Something's wrong with this. And then I was like looking at the front of it, and I said, this is beer. And Doug went, oh, I didn't realize. Are you sure? I was like, that's what ale. Yeah, did you not read it? He said, I saw chocolate. It's like, oh my God, dude, it's beer. Keeping us company, thank you. Well, y'all are keeping me company, thank you. And thank you for the thumbs up. You'll watch me paint tomorrow. Hey, yeah, we can do that. What? Baby, I can't hear you. Aaron said, subscribe, everybody. But anyway, I know I didn't like that. I took it back to the store and said, this tastes like ass. It's nasty. See, I keep forgetting I've got a freaking banana right here and I still haven't ate it. It tasted terrible. It was awful. So I'm hoping because it's Haagen-Dazs that it'll be better, but then again, it was marked down, and all of the beer ones were marked down. That was the last one. They had like 3 others. So that means they probably sucked. They had a Wonder Woman ice cream, a Spider-Man ice cream, and a Superman ice cream, and a Batman ice cream, and I never got to try my Wonder Woman ice cream. I never did. And now they don't have them anymore. I just kept putting it off. But then again, it was just freaking ice cream. And then they used that to sell it. You know, it's it's novelty crap. So, come on, washer. I have to dry you and fold you and put you away. How does Ibotta work? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I should do a video about it. You get your receipt. Shit, man. Hold on. Come here, Aaron. Come here. Aaron's telling you from the other room. Hold on. Come over here and stand right here. All right, now tell them.
Ibotta is an app where whenever you have your receipt and whenever there's a barcode, you scan it and then it gives you a little more money. It gives you the barcode, and then it gives you back a little bit of your money that you spent on it.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly what it is. It gives you back some of the money you spent. They have a list of items that they promote. And it'll say, this particular drink,
So hello everybody.
$1 back if you buy it.
Hello everybody.
Well, like say for instance, this one drink was 75 cents back. And I was like, they've got these at the Dollar Tree. Wait, stop it.
Hello everybody.
You have to buy 5 of them in order to get the deal. So you get 75 cents off of each one. I bought 5 of them. I paid $0.25 on each one. So, I mean, because they had them at the dollar store. So, I mean, stuff like that, you know. They have things where it says you must buy this many, or it'll say limited to this many. You can only buy this many. You don't have to buy that many, but you can only buy up to like 4. And then they've got ones you just buy. Like, I use Persil. So you go through your list, you find it, you're like, oh, you click, you add Persil to your list, and it's $3 off this size or up. Right, the novelty items, but I didn't buy in, but it was Wonder Woman. I should have bought it. So I get my Persil. It's $11 and change, and I had a coupon for $2 off. So I used my coupon that I had, my physical one, $2 off. No, that's I had $3 off. It was like $11.98 for my Persil. So $11.98 for Persil, $3 off. What's that? Let's say $12, okay? $9 now. We're down to $9. And then when I scanned my code in to my app when I got home, it noticed it and it gave me another $3. So I took $3 off in the store and then it gave me $3. And what it does is it builds up a bank. And when you hit $20, you can transfer the cash to your account, whether you have it attached to your PayPal or your bank or whatever. Or you can use your Ibotta app to pay with what you saved that's built up. You can use it to pay at the store, which I've not done yet. But yeah, I mean, I've made crazy bank. And you can build a team and your whole team saves. And I don't know how that works yet, but something about you all end up making even more because your team tries to reach a goal or some shit. I don't know. I've not done that part, but they do have that. And I've got several people on my team. One of my friends she was already on this app before I was. And you have to look through their coupons first. Oh, no, it's like a list. And you can like type in if you have something you prefer. Like you're like, I use Snuggle in my clothes. I want to type in that brand. And if there's a coupon for it, you just click it. And then you add it. And then, Lord have mercy, my daughter is blasting me with videos. Okay, and then, like, you don't have to use it right then. It's just there. It's there on your list. So sometimes I'll be sitting here, not, with time to kill, and I'll go through my Ibotta. I'll see what's new. I'll see what I need. I'll add them to my list. And then when I go to the store, if I pick them up, they're already there. So when I come home and scan, I get my cash. If I'm willing to try something new, I'll just type in laundry and then I'll see what they've got in that category and see what I want to try, and I'll click them. And you can add everything on the listing if you want. You can just go through and add it all. And then that way when you scan, I got $5 off of some Captain Morgan Spice Rum. I got $5 back on Captain Morgan Spice Rum. It was so cheap. It was $20 and then we got the 5 off. So that was really good. And then, Doug bought it. He bought me the bottle. And then I was going through my app and I was like, hey, I got a coupon for Captain right here. I was like, where's your receipt? He handed me the receipt and I scanned it. $5. I was like, hey. Let's see. Do you do that while you're shopping? I do sometimes. Sometimes I'll remember that I'm out of something and be like, oh shit, I need to pick that up. And I'm like, let me see if there's anything on the app for that. So they got it categorized. You can look at like cleaning products, bath products, breads, pantry, dairy, meats. They've got categories for everything. Or you can literally just type in bar soap or laundry or whatever and see what they've got. You can type in soda, you can type in milk, dairy, whatever. Let me see. You should go to Dollar Tree and show us the coupons and exactly what you're buying and the discount received. That would be a great video. Oh yeah, I should do that. That would be fun. Of course, I wouldn't do it stream because that would have to be edited down. That's too much to watch. There's a lot of dead time when I'm there because I've got the boys. So they're usually dragging me from aisle to aisle to look at stuff. But, God, my daughter's blasting me with videos, probably from her trip, where she just drove 3,000 miles to Canada and then 3,000 miles back, all within the span of 9 days. Hey, can't you stream? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You mean while I'm out? I can. But, it wouldn't be... a realistic length for people to watch later on, because there's going to be too much dead time, because I actually need my phone to do the app, so I would record with Doug's, and it would just make it easier. Doug would help me out. He would record me going through my app and stuff. He's really helpful with my channel thing. He knows I enjoy my channel and making content and sharing, so he's really helpful. If I need extra hands to hold something while I'm doing something, he's like right there. So anyway, yeah, that. My daughter has sent me 10 things. Let me go tell this child to stop. Yep, these are videos from her trip and pictures of where they stayed. This girl. Oops, I meant, why can't you stream there? Oh. I'm getting ready to go to Walmart. What should I do? I guess shop. I don't know. When I found out about all this shit getting ready to go down, I bought a 5-pound bag of rice. And then I regretted it when I got home, because I had a 5-pound bag of rice in the freaking cabinet. I was like, no. I got a big bag of, Jack got him and put him on the bottom. Jack was so helpful. He was like, we can use this during the isolation. We can do this. But we got a big bag of potatoes. We got a bunch of pasta. And I regretted it immediately because I've already got a giant thing of pasta. But I'm getting... Oh, I already saw that. Okay, I'm sorry. God, she took a lot of videos on her vacay. Well, it wasn't even a vacay. It was a mission. Well, if you're going to Walmart, bring your pepper spray. Where do you live? I mean, I don't want your address or anything, but where do you live? Well, it only took me an hour to eat this damn banana. I eat like this, it does me no good. I haven't lost any weight. I give up. I was just born to be fat. Oh, you live in Australia. Or do you live in Florida? Because there's a Melbourne, Florida too. Are you in Australia? Because if you're in Florida, hey. Okay, which Melbourne do you live in? I instantly thought Australia. You said yes, and then you said no. Don't forget there's a delay between what I say and what you say, so I don't know what you're saying yes and no to. Just tell me. You're my neighbor. Okay, you're in Melbourne, Florida. Okay. I was trying to think. I think there's 2 more Melbournes in the U.S. I just, my mind doesn't, see, and I used to study up on stuff. When my kids were small, if I had free time, I would read, and sometimes I would get sick of the book I was on, and I would read educational stuff. And I used to know the multiples of cities because I'm weird.
Was that my packet that I opened? No, that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Sure.
I didn't even get to say it. I was going to say, do you want a dog turd? I was trying to say, do you want a fruit bar? But before I could say it, he went, sure.
Let me open it.
You need to calm down. Like, really, truly calm down. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Here, I fixed your bow and arrow.
There we go.
He wanted me to make him a bow and arrow. Here you go. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ow.
Don't be stalking me either. That's what you know who said. You do to everyone. Yeah, my channel's ate up with me stalking people. Exactly. You nailed it, girl.
You never stalk.
Do what?
You never stalk.
Jack said you never stalk people. I
Almost
was like
you're
they have
stalking a Christmas tree.
stocking a Christmas tree. Not that guy.
Like you put the little pieces on it.
That's a stocking, not a stalking. I was like, they have Walmart in Australia? I think they actually do.
Yeah, you know.
How do you know?
Oh my God, these pictures are too cute. Kasima, Shane is killing me.
Let me see Casino.
Oh, I can't, honey. I'm live streaming.
I wish I was
This girl,
That's my phone.
I got a lot of videos to watch tonight when I finally get done. Well, today, when I get done with all this. Well, since my daughter didn't get through, they have a long time yet to prepare and do it again. And that means I get to go visit and see Kasima again. What time is your Walmart open until? I think they close at 9. 8:30 or 9 now. Yeah. I think 8:30 or 9. And people go in and they're like, I got my list. I gotta go. Me and Doug are like, there's no point in setting it up to fail. You're not gonna get anything on your list. Quit trying. They have big spiders in Australia. Other than that, yes, it would be cool. Years ago, when our kids were small, me and Doug considered moving to Australia. Around the same time, we were considering moving to Egypt because he had the options to go to several different spots in the world with the job he was going to. And it was a temporary job, and so we knew we could temporarily go live somewhere. And we thought, what an amazing experience for the kids, you know? And I wanted to go to Egypt, and Doug was like, yeah, I'm not so sure. And I was like, dude, that would be amazing. That would be amazing for these kids. So anyway, inevitably we decided to stay at our home planet. And you need toilet paper for real. You already read that part. So let's see. But we had thought about going to Australia, and we thought how amazing that would be. We did not have the financial means right then, because we had to do something right then. We did not have the financial means to prepare for that trip. So inevitably we did not go. But we just wanted to give the kids as many experiences as we could. A lot of folks have jobs that don't allow for travel like that. And we were fortunate. Doug had a job that in a career, in a type of trade that allowed for us to be able to consider that kind of stuff.
Hi.
What?
I want to say something to all of these.
You can't be on the camera though, sweetie.
I know, I'm just going to show my hands. This right here is called horsey sauce. It's supposed to be called horse sauce, but they call it horsey sauce.
No, it is not. That's what it's called. Horsey sauce. That's right. A list is a bit of a pipe dream at this time. Yes, ma'am. That's the way I go through my life. I told Doug when we used to make plans and they'd fall through, I'd say, you know what, I'm not even devastated that this didn't happen. I'm devastated that we planned it and it didn't happen. We had our hearts set on this. We didn't leave our minds open to anything else. Just this. And we do it all the time. He went, you're right. You're exactly right, is what we did. And I'm like, we've got to stop doing that. We need to take life as it comes at us. Because today, we may be living in a car. Because at the time, we didn't have anywhere to live. When I came up with this, I was like, we got to stop setting ourselves up to fail here. You know, we've got to be open to every avenue that comes at us. Because if you're walking through a room and you're looking at one item, things could be happening all around you that are opportunities left and right. You're looking at like a chick. You're a guy and you're looking at one girl. Mrs. Right could be over here or over here, but you're so focused on that girl that you don't even see the girl of your dreams, the one that was meant for you, because you're focused on that girl. And if you go through your life focused on this one thing, all these other doors are opening for you. And you're not even seeing them because you're so focused. Nope, I got to stay on the path. Yes, it looks amazing, but no, we got to stay on the path. Stop it.
Can I have another one of those?
Nope, you cannot have another one. Piggy McPiggerson, go.
I know I'm a pig.
Oh,
I'm done.
Setting up for failure. Yeah. Well, not even setting up for failure, I guess, but setting yourself up to feel like one. And you miss opportunities. Me and Doug have had a lighthearted take on life since we found ourselves with nowhere to live. Like, we were homeless. And no, Doug didn't kick me out, and I was homeless by myself. Me and Doug were together while I was pregnant with Shane with nowhere to go. We had nowhere to go. And that's a whole other story that I will never be sharing. But it was a family experience, and that's all that mattered. That was our experience, and we feel no need to share that. It was a bad time, but we toughed it out together, and we made it. And let me see. From that time on, I told Doug, we're not going to miss any more opportunities. You keep saying we need to get an apartment, need to get an apartment, but what if we should be buying a house? He goes, we can't go from being homeless to buying a home. I said, really? Why not? Who said? Society? Does it seem like not the standard? I know you want to appreciate whatever comes your way, but don't be so closed to other shit. So we got an apartment in July. We were so thankful for that apartment. We got this apartment. Doug got his money saved up from his job. We got the apartment in July of 94. We got the 95. July of 95. I was pregnant with Shane, and we got the apartment. And then by February the following year, we bought a house. And I said, see, because I kept saying, we're going to buy a house. He was like, we're not going to buy a house. I'm like, we're going to buy a house. He was like, we're not going to buy a house. We are going to buy a brick and mortar house. We are going to buy a home. We are not going to keep doing that downfall we just went through with 2 kids and me with one in me. High five. Yeah. Oh, you feeling all right?
Yeah.
That was the lowest of...
Oh, I'm fine.
Are you okay?
Yeah. It's fine.
What did it hit?
It's fine. It hit that bomb fine.
What were you doing? You putting your hand down there?
Yeah.
You need a hug?
No, it's fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Hug? Okay. You okay? You okay? All right.
Yeah.
All right. You scared me, buddy. Good
Yeah,
Lord.
fine.
Nina's heart pounding. I'm going to shit my pants just now.
What?
This child is going to give me a heart attack.
What?
Okay, so he didn't want me upset. I'm fine. No, you're not. Are you okay? I'm fine. Woo! So, whatever I was saying, oh yeah, about the house, but I knew that was the lowest of the lows. That was the bottom of the barrel for us. I was like, it'll never be lower. We've already hit the rock bottom. Dude, we were homeless. It is nothing but up from here. We will go up from here. I'm not saying we won't have obstacles again, but it is up. We've already hit the lowest we can go. From here on out, we've already experienced that. The rest of it's going to be cake. So, that's the way we've gone through it since I was pregnant with Shane. That 20-some years, of having that attitude that we don't have to live the life society says we have to live. We don't have to have the picket fence, the big house, the 2.5 kids, the dog, the cat, the luxury car and the family car parked. We don't have to have any of that. We decide what makes us happy. And like right now, I'm in a single wide mobile home. I paid $3,000 for it. And I freaking love this place. And you set your standard. Society shouldn't be able to set that standard for you. You don't have to spend your life investing and worried about if you're going to gain anything. Does your home increase in value? Who gives a shit? It's my house. The value is here. It's a roof over my head and I'm happy in it. You know what I'm saying? But, then people want to call me trailer trash and stuff, but they're calling me trailer trash from their mama's house or their sweetheart's home or their rental. You gonna call me trailer trash? You don't even fucking own your house? You need to step off. So, let me see. This girl has sent me about 35 videos and pictures. Don't let nobody shame you. Y'all don't let nobody shame you for the way you live. What you got might not be what so-and-so's got or this so-and-so's got, but if your debt is within your means of acceptance and dealing, or you choose to live debt-free like me and Doug do, we try to go debt-free. We try not to finance anything. You know, we've got 2 credit cards now. We never did credit cards, and that was a big source of pride for me for a long time, was that we were in our late 40s and never had a credit card. Doug was 50 before he ever got one. Well, he was 51. He just got them. He got 2 of them almost back to back. Yeah, my daughter keeps sending pictures, and she doesn't seem to understand that I'm live. Yeah, people that don't live within their means, and then they're stressed out. And people like that have the jet ski and the pickup truck and the newest stainless steel appliances and the kitchen cabinets that are impeccable, and everything has got to be fairy tale storybook. The perfect love life. Please, who in the hell has ever had a spouse and said it was perfect from beginning to end? That's a lie. You're a liar. I'll say it now, you're a fucking liar. And then those are the ones that when they fall hard, because they have built themselves up to this social image that's not always maintainable. And why would you want to maintain an image like that? Why do you care? You know, can't you just be happy with what you have, which is your health and air in your lungs and a family and people who love you and people you love and pets that you adore and a neighborhood that is safe and acceptable and a hobby that is relaxing? Those things are happiness. I can't imagine waking up and looking around and seeing all my luxury items, and the first thing I would say is, I'm drowning in debt. Life is good. That's what, no, I'll pass. But that's just the way I see life, you know, because I've been at the bottom and I will never be at the bottom again. But I also know that if I ever were to find myself there again, I'd be able to handle it because I've been high and I've been low. You know, Doug had a job where he was bringing home $1,800 a week, bring home. And he's been without a job before. Obviously, in a 30-year span, that's going to happen. But, oh, Sasha, please. Come here, girl. Mommy. Come here, Mama. Anybody called you? Say hi to the people. Look, she's flashing her titties. Oh, scandalous. Come here, Jewel. Come here, you can say hi to Mama. Here, Jewel. Mama, come here. Come here, jump. Come here. See my girl? These are my babies that matter. Yes, Mama. Look. Ow! Ow! I love you, horsey. Giddy up, girl. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Come here, Sauce. Jewel. 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 Dummy. They're so jealous. They get so jealous. They get so jealous. Stop. Mama. They get so jealous. Shut up. You're so stupid. Go away. Go lay down, dummy. Sasha was mad. Come here. She sits right by my feet. You didn't want to share your mama. You didn't want to share your mama. Mwah. Both rescues. My babies. I could sit and talk to y'all. I wish we lived closer. We could like sit on the deck in the beautiful Florida weather and just like drink coffee, and when it got dark we could drink mixed drinks and just talk and share life experiences and compare notes and learn from each other. I don't have anybody around like that. I keep to myself. I don't talk to the people around here. That's just not my interest, you know. You are here. You're not far. You're not far at all. We have got to have a Florida meetup, like all of the Floridians on the tube, you know. YouTube Florida, come together. We got to set it up to where we have like we'll all meet at an affordable hotel, and we'll rent like the smallest conference room that they have, and we'll have like catering, and we'll have stereo in there for some music, and we'll just rent it for like 5 hours. I'm in Jacksonville, yeah. And that would be so flippin' awesome. Of course, and if anybody wanted to come that wasn't in Florida, that would be so fun. And just like a mingle atmosphere. So everybody could be like, and you know, if you're a person that doesn't do videos, but you're on the side chat and we really don't know what you look like, you can just wear a tag that says, hey, I'm this person. You know, I'm this one. Cheap Airbnb on the beach. Oh, and there's a plenty of cheap Airbnbs. There's a plenty of them. But because I was looking at Airbnbs, but not here. I was looking at them in like Colorado and stuff, because I was trying to find a central locale like a year and a half ago, something like that, for might have been about a year ago, for me and my son and my daughters and all the grandkids and everybody to meet and hang out for like a week with a hot tub and a game room, because I knew we weren't going to leave. Once we all got in the same house, because I know my kids, we're going to spend all of our time 100% together. We're not going anywhere. We're not going to spend an ounce of time sitting in a movie theater in the dark where we can't talk, you know. So I found a couple of them that were like, if we split the cost between all of us, not each human, but each family, like my son, my daughter, and then us, 4 ways. If we split it 4 ways, it ended up being like $40 a night, which made it insanely affordable. And if we got it for the whole week, it was really cheap. So I had already looked into Airbnbs for that, for, you know, to get with my kids and stuff. And my son was like, I am so down, Mom. He said, we have not all been under the same roof in so long, it would be insane. Good luck getting us to leave the Airbnb. I'm like, I know. We're not leaving. Or we're just going to book another one and go to another one. It's been so long. Hi, I'm Elvis Travels. Oh my God, Laura, stop. We are 2.5 hours apart. Laura's Hope lives near Daytona. Okay, my daughter has sent me an insane amount of videos. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to spend all night watching. There's probably 15. I'm trying to remember each time she sent me some. There's probably like 40 or more videos and photos that she has sent me. They just keep coming up. I'm really enjoying these daytime streams. I freaking love them. You guys are great. I love just chatting, you know. These daytime chats are great. I don't always get to do them, obviously, but I'm going to be doing them more often. I like chatting while I'm getting my shit done. And like right now, I'm not getting shit done because I'm sitting here. And I really need to be doing my dishes. My coffee's cold. That's disgusting. Yes, normal talk. Just like women do. Just chatting. Just chilling and chatting. Have what? You're not getting... Oh, you want my cold coffee? Yeah. He said, yeah. Yes, Aaron, you can have my cold coffee. Come here, bud. I said, come here, bud. Here. There's my cold coffee.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Child loves cold coffee. I don't let him have it very often because, again, he is a child. And then I'm going to do my dishes. So, y'all going to help me do my dishes, right? Right. I freaking love this thing. I love AirPods. I love AirPods. See? I love AirPods. I want to show y'all some funny shit. Doug was telling me something. He called somebody an ass. And Jack said, "What's an ass?" Doug went, "You can't say that word." He went, "Oh, I can't?" He went, "No, you can't say that word." I said, "An ass is a donkey." I was like, "Doug, stop it." He went, "Fine." He went, "Yeah, an ass is a donkey." He went, "Oh, okay." So then later on in the evening, the kids are painting and drawing. Let me show y'all. Aaron is obsessed with War of the Worlds. That guy right there is getting ready to be taken by that spaceship right there. See? His car is broke down. And the light's getting ready to beam him up. And this is Aaron's. See? War of the Worlds. I'm a proud grandma. Look, this guy's trying to block himself from the light. There's another one. The tripods. This guy's leaning back, see? I'm so proud. And he signed his name. Look how nice and neat his handwriting is.
Hello?
It's beautiful.
Hello.
Hello, get away, buddy.
No.
And this is Jack. See, Aaron's all into the morbid alien stuff, okay? Here's Jack, a day at the beach. There's the lifeguard stand. There's people at the beach. There's people here and here. And Aaron was giving him crap about it, right? He's like, "That's so stupid." Nah. Jack was like, "No, it's not. Don't say that." So then Aaron goes, "Neener! Jack, you're in trouble." So he drew a picture of Aaron. And he was at the beach, and Aaron was yelling at him. See? Aaron is a ass. I said, "Jack, what?" First thing I did was laugh. And then I was like, "Why did you write that?" He went, "'Cause he is." I said, "Well, here's the deal. That is an insult, and you can't say it. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to save that forever. I'm going to save that for... That is hilarious. I'm sorry. That is... You're looking for a job. Where? That's too high. Let me get down here some. Maybe here. Maybe here. Huh. Let's see. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? You're in a bowl. Oh, okay, I got you. Hey, girl, I understand. Was it good? Was it yummy?
Yeah.
Okay, go far away from me now.
I'll go straight into the computer.
You what?
Computer. I'll go into the computer.
Okay, so tell me if y'all can hear me, because I'm going to turn the air off for now. Can y'all hear me? I'm going to start my dishwater. I have a painting in front of my window. Look, I keep it, it fits perfectly. It gets so hot in the mornings right there. The sun is coming through right, it's pretty dang on hot. Anywhere at this point, I'm going through divorce. Oh no, I'm either overqualified or under. You have to know someone. Exactly, you're so right. But I keep that there. It helps keep it darker in here. In the morning, it's just too bright. And it fits, and it keeps the heat from pouring in. How perfect is that? Innovative. Necessity is the mother of all invention. Right. So no one has told me, can you hear me? Because y'all are in a bowl. I have you in a bowl. This is not fitting. What is going on with this stupid thing? I think I got it. No one's going to tell me if you can hear me, right? Okay, gotcha. Only palm olive. It smells so good. Oh, you're cleaning too. Gotcha. Dishes, girl. You know what? Me and my BFF, my Puerto Rican sweetheart, her name is Lisa. She and I, when the kids were little, our kids were the same age, so she and I would go to the bus stop together. We would go to each other's house, and we'd clean her house. Okay, good. We'd clean her house, and then we'd leave and go to my house, and we'd clean my house together. We would just pitch in and do it together. Wait a minute. And
Hey, beautiful people.
in doing so, we would laugh, have fun, watch TV shows, and just talk about the kids and keep up to date with what was going on with the group of kids in the area, you know. And I truly miss her. I miss that. I miss that having a bitch. Having my bitch at my hand, you know. She's right there. I love having my bitch around, you know, whether it's her or just a bitch. I love having me a bitch around, and being a bitch too, you know, my best friend, you know, and I just miss it. I miss it so bad. But those were the days, you know. I was younger, my kids were little. It's just the way it was. I gotta find
Soap.
my dish rag, my dishcloths.
I will get you a dishcloth, but it's the shower cloth.
No, I don't want a washcloth, baby. I need a dishcloth.
I think
I don't know where my dishcloths have gone to.
Me neither. So.
I gotta find a dishcloth. I'll be right back.
Hey, what's your favorite food, everybody? Hey, everybody, what's your favorite food? No?
Aaron, stay out of the camera.
I'm not in camera. I swear I'm not. Right? Caprice, okay.
I can't, baby. I'm streaming and
What's your
I'm
favorite food,
cleaning.
everybody?
What are you saying?
What's your favorite food?
Favorite food?
Yeah.
I've got oh shit. Easier when you have company. That's true. Okay, I'm going over here to look in my washer because I know I just washed a couple, so they're in the washer clean, but just not dry yet.
I'm gonna show everybody Sasha. Sasha's the prettiest dog in the whole wide world. Standing on the table. Off the table. I'm just kidding.
Okay, well I know where I'm going when Pop comes home.
Where?
To buy more dishcloths. Look at this. This is a dusting rag. This is one I use with a lot of bleaches. Look at it. This is one I just use for bleaches and stuff, but I'll use it.
I'm gonna tell them what their favorite food
Dude.
is.
Dude.
What's your favorite food?
Dude. Thank you. Thank you very much. So when Doug comes home, I'm going straight on up to the Family Dollar to get me some more dishcloths. I could walk up there, but I got too much to do. I ain't got time to walk anywhere. I might make this a daily thing. You guys hang out with me every day. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me, because sometimes I'll just slack up and put off what I need to get done until late in the day. I get some of it done, but not all of it.
I got a question.
What, buddy?
For my YouTube channel, can I do a live stream?
Can't. No, you can't because of your age. No live streaming for you, kid. Aaron wants to use his YouTube channel to do a live stream. Even if you did, you can't have anybody speaking to you because you're underage.
Darn.
Yeah, I know. No chat for you either.
Why was it under 18? I thought.
No, it's under 14. Under 14, I believe. If I had my clamp thing, I would let y'all watch me actually watch these.
I made chocolate.
Why is it, Aaron? I'm trying to talk to people and I cannot even hear myself. Watch TV, sweetie. Okay, I can't hear when he's in my ear. I can't hear myself. What is it about when you start getting your hands soapy or you're in the middle of something? Hey, Shane! I saw your bombardment of like 50 videos and pictures. I just haven't been able to look at them because I'm talking to people and doing my housework. Aren't you proud? I'm gonna probably do this every day, Shane, so you should come talk to me when I do this in the morning so we can spend time together, baby. And I'm totally coming to visit you. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of weeks to get yourselves right, and then hopefully this coronavirus thing will blow over and I can come see you. It was about 600 videos. I noticed! Celeste said they could hear the ding every time you sent one. Ding, ding. You sent like clusters at a time. There would be like 8 videos. Ding. As far as you moving away, Shane, to run away from me, because that's why you moved. You were trying to move to Canada to run away from me, right? Better luck next time, right? Let me show you the dining room. The utility room, Shane. Hold on. Well, I'm catching you up on all the stuff I couldn't send on the trip. Look at my utility room Daddy's building that I designed, that one I was telling you about. Check it out, Shay. There was no wall there at all. This was one straight through room all the way to there. Isn't that cool? There's going to be a door there with shelves for food. That's going to be for storage for like totes. And there's going to be a door there for Dad to slide a tool tote down there. And of course, there's going to be doors there. How awesome is that? Daddy did a good job. He's finishing it up really nice. Daddy do good? I still haven't unpacked all that stuff he gave us. He did awesome. He has. He's done really awesome. And then he even found a time to put this together. This is one of those cabinets I was telling you about. Look how beautiful this thing is. With the glass doors. It was freaking free, girl. It was still in the box. This thing's like close to $200 online. It came from Wayfair. Thing is nice. Yeah, Daddy did good. But you know him, if I give him a project to do, like my honeydew stuff, honeydew this, honeydew that, he does pretty good. I just got to keep him on, you know, you see. Tell him I'm proud he didn't pull the typical dad move and just stare at the job for 2 days. When I told my daughter, Shane, you guys, that's my daughter, I said, Daddy's building me a utility room and pantry. She went, in other words, he's going to start framing something in and then stare at it holding a beer for 2 hours. And I started laughing and I told Doug about it. He was like, I don't drink anymore. I was like, yeah, that's true. Your dad doesn't drink anymore, so that's not going to happen. So that's funny. But that's what he would do. He would start, and after every nail, he'd just stand back, hold his beer, and stare at it. And say, no, I'm working on it. I'm just thinking about something. You've been doing this shit for 30 years, dude. I know what you're doing. You're slacking up. Now get back to work. Nothing's ever going to get done with you standing there staring and thinking. And that's what he does. He's been doing it for years. And when we get on him about it, because it's a family inside joke, because we've all watched it happen, he just goes, shut up, you're stupid. At least we're getting shit done. Mr. Stares a lot. Shane, we're going to have to do that Airbnb thing I was telling you about months ago, where we all pitch in and we all get an Airbnb together and split the cost for a week. And I told Wayne about it. I know I told you. Yeah, I know I told Wayne. And you know, when Mag gets her stuff straight with her medical stuff, you know, we'll all get together and do that. That would be so fun. A week of all of us in the same house again. In between bickering over what we're going to eat or what we're going to do. And rehashing stupid shit that happened when y'all were 12. Then we'll have fun. Shooting pool and being in the pool and in the hot tub. Watching movies. Of course you, buddy. All the family would be there. I have to rebuild my life first. I know. That's why I said it'll be a while, but you'll be fine. You'll do good. I'm so proud of you. You're doing great. I'm a little envious that you got to go on the adventure that I wanted to go on, but I'm glad that you got to do it because you can't buy that on eBay, girl. You just did something really awesome. You and Josh will have that travel time with your baby forever. That is just, I'm so happy for y'all. Y'all came through it just fine. Y'all were stronger than ever, you know? And I was so glad to see you and Josh take it to the bright side while y'all were in Birch Bay. The video you sent me, Josh was so happy. Y'all found that silver lining. I'm always telling y'all to find the bright side of things. How's Casima today? She's still happy to be back? She back to her regular happy little giggly self? Or even more so? Talking up a storm? I've got this thing in a bowl, so I have to keep looking down to see if you say anything, Shane. You want to say hi to Ollie?
Yeah, but I can't.
You can't go on camera, but you can say, come here and say it loud.
Hello, Ollie.
Shane, did you hear him? Are you still there, baby?
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know, Celeste, Laura, are y'all still there? Is anyone else still there? We were laying in bed dying still. Laughed my ass off. We slept from 9 last night to 8 this morning. Woke up and ate breakfast, back to sleep until 10:30. Oh my God! 10:30 to 1. That baby, she needed to recoup as bad as you guys did. She said, hey buddy, I love you.
You too.
You too. These kids have been so good, Shane. They cleaned. They did their chores today. He's smiling.
Does that mean I get cotton candy?
He said, does that mean I get cotton candy? You might just get a cotton candy machine again. We can make all the cotton candy we want.
Yeah.
And
we can make Jolly Ranchers out of cotton.
we can use the, we'll get the hard candy cotton candy machine again.
We can make
Let me see.
What's other? Oh my God, I know one.
What?
The spicy things that you put in your mouth and they're hard.
Oh, you want to make spicy cotton candy?
Yeah.
Aaron just had an idea to use that cinnamon spicy candy to make cotton candy. Oh, yeah.
Spicy.
Set this back on the coffee pot for me. One hand, and you better not drop it or I will break your legs.
Do not let anybody.
Go! Break your legs. They deserve a reward. Oh, yeah. They did. Shane, they didn't give me any grief. They've been so good. Because I explained to them, you guys are here 100% of the time. You're making 100% of the mess. And you could at least do 50% of the cleaning. I don't want them to do it all. But once they get up the gist of it, I can go through and just re-sweep, mop. And I made it really clear, whatever you don't pick up off the floor and clean up goes in the trash. So if you want it, you better make sure it's up. So they'll be more thorough.
Okay.
What?
No.
Oh.
I was gonna say where the cotton candy
So,
is.
my dishes are almost done. And so, okay, I need to go. I have to make up some lunch. I love you guys. Check out the videos when you have time. I will. I'm going to, Shani girl. Thank you for sending them. I'm looking forward to the beautiful views, North Dakota and Montana and all that. Love you, baby.
Don't go from the camera. Jack wants to know if he can have some.
It's like you came on the trip with me, LOL. God, I wish I could have. Don't make me cry, bitch, please.
Jack wants to know if he wants cotton curtains.
I'm going to enjoy the trip with you, vicariously through you.
He wants cotton
I'm in a minute. I'm streaming right now and I'm cleaning. And you've had plenty of snacks, dude. Just calm down a minute, okay? Kiss Casima for me, Shane girl, please. Give my baby some loving from her neener. My dishes are done. I gotta wash this one bowl and this one pan, and I'm done. I'll do it in You guys, I'm gonna go visit my baby. I can't wait to go see my baby soon. And her baby. Now that I've seen Casima for the first time, been with her since she was 2 months old, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I was like, no, I don't mind living in Canada now. I've changed my mind. I don't mind living in Canada. I don't mind the cold. I don't care. Just, I need to be near Sima. I have to. She's so friggin' cute, you guys. She's so friggin' cute. She's so funny and smart. God. I've already missed too much, you know, but it's not easy to travel with the two boys and Doug being the only source of income right now, you know. We can't just take off. I can't wait to get our tax money back. All right, my battery's about to die. Shit, 5%. All right, that's my cue. I've been on for 2 hours and 47 minutes. It's 2:40 in the afternoon. Pretty much got everything done. I can clean sweep through here for about 15 minutes and get the rest done. It won't take me long. Thank you guys for coming and keeping me company while I did my morning and afternoon daily life thing. And I'll probably be on here and see you guys tomorrow too. So to whoever's still on, Celeste, Laura, and whoever's not speaking, Bean Sprout or anybody, hugs and kisses, love. You guys be awesome. Bye.